All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
That do me all day long. There you are, baby. Right on time. You know, they say waitresses don't get big tips. Well, that's about to change.
You wouldn't even know what to do with me.
Oh, honey bunny, I would destroy you in the best possible way.
Honey, I'm home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday stream. This is the spooky Sunday stream, keeping in theme with the month of October. Because, we're talking horror stuff, we're talking superhero stuff, a whole bunch of things, video games, figures. Some things are very much related to that theme of horror. And I am happy. Come again. But we do have some excellent people here, and I'm going to introduce the ladies first because it's been a minute. We finally have Lasso of Truth is back here, so welcome. How you doing, Trina?
I'm well. Good to be back. I've missed you guys, all of you, on the panel and the chat. So happy to be here tonight, and thank you for having me on again.
Well, we missed you, and we're so happy that you are back.
I don't think it's fair that we continue unless we hear her say horror.
True.
I'm happy to be talking horror tonight.
All right, that's what we're talking about. It's a beautiful thing. But yes, and we also have the lovely Tina Bojan is in the house. How you doing, Tina?
I'm doing great. I don't know how to follow up Trina except by saying when my grandmother called me a horror at 17, I don't think she was talking about Jason.
Uh-oh.
Hey now.
It's always the mean old ladies that say things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. Back in their day, they wore turtlenecks to go out on dates. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh shit. And we have our resident vampire in the house. This guy he flew in, and boy are his arms tired. How you doing?
They are. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to talking some horror and some video games and whatnot. So yeah.
Excellent. Yes, and we're going to hit a few topics, and I definitely want to go over some of the Black Adam stuff, and give my opinions on this film, because I know there's been very one-sided with the critics, and then half-ass sided with some really big YouTubers. It makes no sense why they were saying what they were saying, but we'll get into that. And we also have, of course, the man himself, the legend, the Guinea Pig Collective, Tommy. How you doing, bro?
No, I'm doing okay. I just seen the most horrifying and experienced the most horrifying thing a little while ago. It was the worst thing I'd ever seen. It smelled horrible. It kind of reminded me like one of those outhouses out at a flea market. My God, I can't go near my bathroom for at least 3 days now. It was terrible. But how are y'all doing?
Did you happen to drop the Blu-ray of Captain Marvel in the bathroom? That's the only thing that makes sense.
Swear, I thought I heard it wasn't made for you as it was flushing down, but I could be mistaken.
Holy shit! Oh man, yeah, that's. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna get into some of that stuff because I know writers have come out talking about a few things, and the X-Men 97, the cartoon, they're continuing that apparently. Mm-hmm. And one of the showrunners said that he wants people that are strictly fans of the actual original cartoon They don't want people going to put their own agenda. So they claim. Yet
Mm.
they also said in the same article that they're going with storylines from what's currently happening in the X-Men books, and those storylines are horrible and very woke. So right there is what are you trying to sell us on? I think it's just a PR stunt. That's what I'm saying. But
at what point?
Oh,
I was going to say, at what point do they just drop the charade and they bring in the ambiguously gay duo?
I forgot all about that.
Well, I think they have already, man. It's basically, have you seen like the new design of Gambit in the books? He looks like something out of the Oyster Club there, the Blue Oyster Club. It's ridiculous. They did the same thing with Bishop. I saw some of this from Clown World, Clownfish. Sorry, Clownfish TV. Dega sent me this video, and holy crap, man! Again, they were covering the article and they were going over what the showrunner was saying and stuff, and I don't buy it. I think it's a stunt. I think it is straight up something to try to entice old fans to watch, to at least give the first couple of them a chance, and then they're going to get the rug pulled out from under them, because that's how they do it. That's how Marvel and Disney have been doing it. But before we get into all that stuff, let me say hello to the chat real quick. Nelson the Gentleman was the first one to pop in here, man. What's up, bro?
Was it this Gambit?
No, it's not that one.
Okay, it's not the Vinnie Gambit.
He looks happy, but he's got the original costume on. No, this one, the costume looks very, very S&M like, bare chested completely. His pants go up like past his hips, and then there's an opening so you can see like the hip muscles. Like
that's dumb.
It looks, it looks.
I thought you were going to say he was wearing. I thought you were going to say he was wearing chaps, and he came out the sexy boy every page.
Just a sexy boy, sexy boy.
That might have been a little bit straighter than what they did with the design. I came here to watch the stream and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Well, then you're going to enjoy the show regardless. We got Draven. He also said hi to everybody out there. Also great. Fun University. It's a new name. Welcome. Glad to see you in here. Mainless Motivation. How you doing, brother? Won't get to see the African American Adam until next week, maybe. Well, all right. I was just going to say it. I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was a fun movie. I think the critics are brain dead. And I think the big YouTubers who are sitting there going, I give it a 5 out of 10. It's a movie. I think they're extra handicapped because he shows this is a movie for the manliness of a freaking superhero. This guy gives no fucks. He doesn't give a shit. He came back and he is like in berserk mode. This guy is like taking out people, Mortal Kombat style, and it's fantastic. There's a body count in this movie. I won't get into too many heavy spoilers or anything like that because I know there's a lot of people who have not seen it yet. But
so what you're saying is it wasn't as campy as Shazam.
No, it was better than Shazam. And I like Shazam. I was on the fence with that movie. A friend was like, come on, man, you want to see it? I'm like, fuck it. Well, let's go see it. I like the character. And from what I was seeing, like, that was good. But I think Zach Levi, I think he went way too goofy kid-like. That the kid in the movie didn't even act like that. And they were supposed to be the same person. So that, to me, threw it off. But in the end, I did enjoy Shazam for what it was. I have a couple gripes with what they did in the ending, but it was still a good movie. This was better than that. And this one I wasn't sold on right away either until maybe the second trailer. And then obviously Hans Koch with the big rumor that he dropped that was, factual. So, because Hans Koch is always right. You guys know that. He drops the bombshell news. Oh, what was that?
Oh, I said, of course he's right.
Yeah, you know it, man. This movie was fun. It was really fun. I like what they did, and every time he's not on screen, you're like, "Where's Black Adam? He needs to be there." Like, it was great to see. So, and there's great potential in what they could do with the rest of these stories and where they're going to move forward with the character. This is a powerhouse guy, and again, it's what are the big YouTubers looking for? So they want to help shit on the movie as well. So what? We get more woke nonsense? It's like they make no sense. They claim that they're fighting that shit, and now you have something that actually has its balls out on the table, and you go, "Yeah, it's a movie. It's what?
You know what? I don't listen to any of those people that are giving those reviews anymore, because all those same people are the ones that have been telling you for over 4 years how you need to vote with your wallet and you got to stop watching this shit put out by these companies, and they're the first ones in line watching the shit. So, please miss me with your hypocrisy.
And their viewers are doing the same thing because they know that they're seeing it too. So it's like, what's the point?
Right, and that's it. Like, I didn't watch any of what these people have said. I saw it in passing, like on Twitter. You know, like some of these people, it pops up in the feeds, and that's what I saw. I'm like, are they on crack? Like, seriously? Like, do they want these things to fail? Because if this movie fails, then we're not going to get what they just were working 6 to 8 years to build up and bring back. Because, I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't people want to see more Henry Cavill as Superman? But with a better storyline, because he's a good actor. He looks great in the role. Thank you. Yeah, let's hear from the ladies on that one. More Cavill?
Yeah, with a better script, definitely.
Yes, because they showed one thing for sure. They brightened up the suit. They gave him the S curl. They gave him the John Williams score. So if you ask me, they're checking off boxes that need to be checked. You know, so
and that was in Black Adam. They did that.
Yeah, all right. Everyone knows this anyway. Again, go to old Hans cock broke it, but it's everywhere and everyone knows it. But yeah, he makes an appearance. It's the mid-credit scene thing, whatever. But yes, he's back, and The Rock said it multiple times in multiple interviews. The only reason Black Adam took this long to get put out, because they were going to do it about 6 years ago or so. The studio literally fired Cavill and would not tell anybody. They fired him. So when Zaslav came in, he went, "No, we need him back. This guy's one of the hottest actors right now in Hollywood. He trends every single day on all the platforms. You know, they want him to do 007. They want him in everything. And you guys kicked him to the curb for what? So you could do affirmative action Superman on HBO? No, sorry. That's ridiculous." And he goes, and again, I know he wasn't happy either with like the Snyder approach, but those characters are established, and that's the main point of this. You have these characters that people are familiar with. Some of these movies broke $1 billion or close to it. Aquaman, and again, that's bro Aquaman, but people still liked him. You have Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. You have Henry Cavill as Superman. Those are your cornerstones right there. And to me, you could mix or match some of the Batmans. It doesn't really matter at this point, because I think
you know what, I was very torn on whether I ever wanted to watch Aquaman. When I finally watched it, I can't say I was overly disappointed in it. Granted, there are aspects that they could have did to make him look more like our traditional Aquaman from the comics. You know, like maybe lighten his hair up. That's all they had to do, was lighten his hair up some more. Not so much because when he got in the water, his hair looked lighter, but like on land, it looked real dark. So if they would have lightened it up on land, I think that would have went a long way to selling the character a little bit more to the hardcore fans. But overall, I got to say, him working the role didn't bother me so much. It was what they did with some of the aspects of the script that I feel that kind of lost it a little bit. And if it wasn't for him being in it, I don't think it would have did as well, because all the ladies wouldn't have went to see it.
Yeah, well, that was a big part of it too, right? It's because the he is someone who's very hot in Hollywood. Women like him, but coming off of Game of Thrones and some of this other stuff, like it made sense for the casting of him and what he did. And he is a likable guy. I met him a couple times at this one show. Got to hang out with him for a little bit too. Yeah, Jason Momoa was awesome. Straight up, he's very likable. And I think when
goddamn does he love his old school Harleys too.
Oh yeah, man, dude. Well, and that's it too. He's a very masculine guy. He's not someone who's all wimpy and, you know, the shit he's into, rock climbing, metal, you know, like you said, his motorcycles, all that cool shit. He plays guitar. Like, these are things that, again, you want someone with testosterone to be in these roles. You don't want wimpy, weak people, because
like Ezra Miller.
Yeah, like Ezra Miller, perfect example. He was horrible. He's one of the worst things about that Snyderverse stuff, and the guy's a nut job all around. We saw what he's been doing. The guy should.
I'd rather Grant be. I know Grant is still like, he's not exactly like Barry Allen in the comics, but he at least
he's
did a good
closer.
enough patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I watched the first couple of seasons. I thought he was a great Flash. You know,
Yeah.
the writing
Agreed.
could have been better on the show, but I think he did a good job.
Mhm.
But real quick to me, William Palmieri, thank you for being here as well, bro. Adega, how you doing, man? Doc, if you're available, you always have a link, you know that. Super fan, I know I sent you the link, so if you're able to come on, jump on in, brother. But yeah, man. Let's see, Spike 220, yes. Hey, Black Adam was fucking awesome. Yep, and it lived up to his expectations for sure. I think they did a damn good job because they did his backstory that made sense. It worked. A lot of people, oh, well, the beginning didn't really make sense. No, it made sense. That's his story, and it worked. And then later, when you find more information about that stuff, because they give you another dip into the past, and yeah, they explain it properly. Everything, it played out the way it's supposed to play out. And where they're gonna,
they talk about him in Shazam too, don't they? Like,
yeah.
So yeah.
He was.
Well, hold on a second here, Vinny. Did you say dip? I thought I heard you say dip. That stuff would make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Carry on.
Hell, brother. You know what won't though? I mean, I don't know. It's going around right now. I don't know if it's our government who's pushing this.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. She's right. She's right. This crack shit's killing them. This super crack will get the job done a lot quicker.
Yes, I can't believe you made a clip of that. I love it.
I had to, dude. I laughed so hard at that moment.
Dude, that movie's so hilarious.
Dude, I made sure to cut out the other scene though when he's actually testing his super crack. Because Tommy would be very upset at that.
God damn it! You know that reminds me. There's another movie I need to find. I need to go back to FYE. I need to find Jekyll and Hyde together again.
I haven't seen that.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a comedy version of Jekyll and Hyde where he's like snorting the concoction that he makes, and he turns into almost like a pimp version of Hyde. It's absolutely hilarious.
Who plays it?
I don't recall offhand. I'll look it up.
Okay.
I remember the one where there's like a male and female, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. That one I think I remember. More 357. He says he refuses to give Hollywood money. I respect that. It's up to you. And the Marvel ones, I'm staying away from. I said if they actually make Deadpool 3 rated R and it looks good, I'll see it. But other than that, I really have no interest whatsoever in any of the shit that Marvel's doing. DC, I wasn't hell bent against because they haven't come out and told the fans that they're pieces of shit straight up. So I'm more inclined to watch their movies. And yeah, like I said, I do enjoy a lot of the shit that DC has done, not everything. And I refuse to watch Suicide Squad 2 because again, the Diddler was involved in that. I'm not going to support those type of people, that director. Yeah, I don't know. I have my standards on certain things for sure too. So you know, to each their own. And whatever everyone's enjoying, great. Whatever they don't want to see, great as well. You know, put your money into things that you do enjoy. So that's kind of where we're at with all this stuff. I'll share the screen anyway, so the people who are in passing know what we're talking about tonight, or at least some of what we're talking about. But and I think it worked. Yeah, he's overpowered as he should be. Yeah, they talk about it in Shazam that he's in prison and he's not to be released because he's too dangerous. And they go over that in this movie as well, and in a good way. And they show it. Justice Society. I don't know a ton about these characters, but I'll tell you one thing though. I mean, like I know some of Dr. Fate's character in his storyline, and I think Pierce Brosnan did a fantastic job. I want to see a full movie of him as Dr. Fate because I think that whole character is super interesting. His powers and his magic and all that stuff. It's all through that helmet. It's like a universe in that helmet, and like it chooses, who's going to be its host and everything. And it has a look into the future as well. There's a bunch of stuff that's attached to it, and I think it is brilliant. So Pierce Brosnan he's such a classy actor. It's like I put him and like Denzel Washington. They're like on the same page. Like when you want an actor who's going to bring a lot of class to a role, like it's those type of people. And he definitely showed that in this. You know, when he's on screen, he commands your attention, even with the subtleness of the lines he's been given and what he's saying, and it works.
That's Pierce Brosnan in general, though. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Some of the feedback oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I would say some of the feedback I heard said that people are really interested in seeing Dr. Fate's backstory, especially because of Brosnan's performance in Black Adam.
Yes, and I'll say that too, and I'll push it a little bit harder because what he does in that role, it's by the time you get to the last act, it feels like you've already seen him in this role in a couple different movies. Like he has that type of presence. It's like, wow, like he made it feel like, yes, we need more of him. What he brings to that role is fantastic, and yeah, it works. Hawkman or Hawkeye, whatever the hell his name is. I thought the guy who's playing him did a good job. Yes, they did a race swap, but I know they've done that before. He's also a character that gets reincarnated in the books, if I remember correctly, because he's been around for a very long time as well. I don't know what they're doing in this version of DC's multiverse stuff, but for what they have in here, I think he did a great job. The younger teammates, I thought I would hate. I actually enjoyed. Their banter was good, and it was the right amount. It wasn't too over the top. Adam Smasher, like that kid, he did a good job. Cyclone, that chick did a good job in it as well. Again, people, it looks like they're ripping off the X-Men, blah, blah, blah. Marvel and DC have ripped off each other for decades, or they've borrowed some ideas from one another. They've had, again, Jack Kirby worked for both companies. Lots of different creators work for both companies. So if you see some of this, overlap of things, that's what it is. That's what it's always been. So I'm not too, I'm not going to be that ass picky on those type of things because I know a lot of people have been. But yeah, overall, I think it was very solid. The weakest part of the movie would be the human side of things. But again, you get that hot little chick from Person of Interest. I can't remember her name right now. She did a great job. She does a great kind of like, she's got like a slight Egyptian accent in there, which that's the only thing I wish The Rock had done. He needed that. He needed an accent for Black Adam. That's the only really big downside, I'd say. But when they do show the Egyptian times and he does speak like, that type of language, he's from this fictional place called Kondak. It's supposed to be a civilization, 5,000 years ago. But again, when he's doing that stuff, it makes sense. It works. But present day, I don't know if it's the magic or whatever it is, but he's speaking perfect, and he's the Rock basically, but not as quippy as he has been in other movies. He is more serious, but again, he's super overpowered. Like the guy's literally walking through walls like it's nothing, in this film. It's no, he does a great job. Great job. But that's what I wanted. I wanted a popcorn movie with plenty of destruction. Give me this overpowered Black Adam character. Show how dangerous he truly could be. So when they do push him more in the evil direction, because he's not a hero, but yes, he's in the books and stuff. He goes way more evil because he sees a certain type of thing, his own justice and what he wants for his homeland of Kondak and all that. And yeah, right now it's more of an introductory kind of movie and to pull more pieces of the DC universe back together again. So yeah, I hope it keeps doing well. They said it did better numbers so far than Shazam. There's another movie too that it's kind of on par with or did close to or better numbers. Oh, I think Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw, was that it? The Fast and the Furious spinoff.
Oh yes, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
I saw that. A good movie.
I saw that movie too. I'm not a big fan of Fast and Furious, but I did enjoy that one. That one was pretty cool. But yeah, this movie I think is like on par with that, and that ended up making like I think what close to $800 million. So as long as word of mouth is good or continues to be good, then yes, this movie should have legs. I hope it does, but we don't need the big YouTubers, slinging shit when we finally have a character who's like he literally electrocutes somebody in his hands until the guy turns to dust. Like, you don't want that? What do you want then? What do you want out of these movies?
Well, what did the big YouTubers with opinions say that they didn't like about it?
From what I saw in passing on Twitter, it just looked like, oh, it's a 5 out of 10. It's a movie. It's a movie. Like,
so they didn't offer specifics or anything. It was just they didn't really like it.
I heard they didn't like the younger actors. They didn't think that they also didn't like the introduction of the JLA without background of who the characters were, which I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then they complained that it was a half hour to 45 minutes too long, and I'm like, oh my god, it's supposedly this action fest. Why would you cut out of that? So
thank you.
Then it's not the JLA movie; it's the Black Adam movie. So
exactly,
you wouldn't have backstory of that. You would set up another film to have backstory for that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. What is wrong with these people? It's action from beginning to end. We think there needs to be a half hour cutout. What? Why? Explain to me why. He's been locked away for 5,000 years. He's out. He's gonna do what he wants to do. I can't get too much into the story because it is kind of simple, the story anyway. But for what's there, it's entertaining. It's a popcorn movie, but it's not one that's like annoying and then there's action, because there are those movies that are like that and you can just throw them away. This thing I'm happy to see again when it comes out on Blu-ray. I'm happy to buy it because I thought it was a lot of fun, and seeing like the Justice Society even trying to harm him is pretty funny, because it's like they have to kind of really get him not paying attention in order to even inflict any kind of damage, and even so, like, it does nothing to him. Like, that's how powerful this character is. He has the 7 gods powers in him. Again, like if people saw Shazam, it's like the same deal, but he's even better because he can control his powers a lot more efficiently too than Shazam. So
isn't he almost as powerful as Superman?
Arguably, yes, and one of Superman's weaknesses is magic. So technically, he's on par or could even beat him in a fight too if they're gonna throw down at some point. But this is the type of character that you want. This is what we've been wanting for a long time. It's 16 years since they first announced it, and then whatever was going on in the DC universe, his schedule had to get free. They freed it up, and then instead of shooting, he made sure he goes, no, I'm going to make sure we get Cavill in there, because that's the Superman everyone loves now. That's what we want to do. He's signed up with his wife's agency and all that, or his ex-wife's agency. So yeah, they're under the same umbrella. They're going to make sure that it works, and they're going to pull everything that people wanted, because this is 6 years that has been wasted, even a little bit more, I think, for Cavill, where they, again, on the sidelines, you have somebody like that who's in superhero shape, and you're just letting him waste away on The Witcher. Like, are you people on crack?
That and The Rock has been fighting to get this movie made for like 15 years as well.
Yeah.
Well, again, they said his schedule was kind of funky, and they didn't know what they were going to do or how they were going to put him in there. But when they got it all locked down, they were ready to film, and Warner Brothers executives did not want Cavill. And he said, no, wait, hold on. We're not doing this until he goes, we got him. Because if we don't have him, it's going to be pointless. Because he wants to build up, because he wants more story with Black Adam, and then ultimately where they're going to go with it, because he has to become a much darker character. And there's great ways of doing it, and it sounds like they You need those story elements. If you don't have them, it'd be silly to just bring them in, have a fight with the character, and then leave. So, yeah, there's going to be a way to do it and to make it work, you know. But yeah, so Spike 220 goes Adam, Shazam, Superman. They're on par with each other, very equal. They did lower Dr. Fate's. Yeah, I did notice that as well. They did lower his levels there, but it was still good though. I mean, he was still very, very strong in this film, and yeah, his abilities and what he could do was really cool. So, but yeah, excellent stuff, and I highly recommend this movie. So if you guys haven't, jump on it, go see it. If you haven't seen it this weekend, go give it some support. Yeah, give it support next weekend or sometime during the week, because it does deserve a sequel. And yeah, I hope this is going to fix some of DC's brand a little bit, because I think it deserves to. Again, story-wise, yes, it's not a huge story. It's a very simple, small story, but we're in it because we've been all dying to see The Rock kick ass, and that's what he did. He delivered on what I wanted to see. We got, the cameos we wanted. We got the shit in there, and there's another surprise cameo in the movie. It's in the beginning that not too many people are going to be talking about, but I thought was hilarious. And it was connected to Atom Smasher. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm kind of interested in that Blue Beetle movie too. A little. Oh bit.
Yeah, with Miguel from Karate Kid. There.
Just based on the suit alone.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. So not too bad there. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the superhero stuff anyway, so we'll just kind of go in that direction, because I know Tina she's watched all of She-Hulk, and I've heard mixed things, but the overall what I heard, including the executives, that they got very pissed off on, especially they said it on the last episode. Because what they do, from what I understand and what's been reported multiple times, is they are insulting the male audience multiple times throughout this whole series. Now, I'm not giving it any watches. I don't care. Again, once they insult people who are supposed to be watching this stuff, I'm tuned out. Same thing happened with Captain Cardboard. Before it came out, she insulted people. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to see this piece of shit of a movie. And it was even worse than that, when it finally did come out on Blu-ray or whatever and all that crap. I had a family member rent it from Redbox from for the holidays, and I was only able to watch about 20 minutes, and I was out. I was like, this movie is shit. There's no chemistry. The story makes no sense.
Which movie?
Captain Marvel there.
Oh, yeah, you didn't miss anything.
No, I know. And I'm not going to see it. And they prove
that movie's terrible.
Yeah, they insult the audience, and then they try to tie things in. Well, there was no reason to see it. There was no necessity that was going to tie into anything in a big way. It didn't matter. And for what I understand, same deal with She-Hulk. They tried to drop.
If you want to substitute for Captain Marvel, just watch the porn parody. It's better.
Yeah.
Like in every aspect. Like it actually respects the source material and everything. Like
nice.
That's like the Star Trek porn parodies.
Yep.
That actually, it's actually like better than New Trek, like legit.
That's funny shit. Holy
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
No. Nobody wants you to do it again. Oh man,
funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, Tina, give us your bullet points, because you said you enjoyed it. I'm kind of curious to hear the reasons why.
Oh, sure. And not here to insult anybody.
No.
If you hated it, that's totally cool. I mean, I respect everybody in the chats and their opinions. I mean, those who don't know, I'm an old school comic geek, and no, I wasn't one of the poor ridiculed women at 17 that walked into a comic shop and was shunned by all the boys. No, really, I was fine. I hung out with the nerds. We had a great time. So this is not coming from, from a place of, revenge and ill will or anything. So, very much like Miss Marvel was written for the preteen girl audience.
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe that She-Hulk was written for the female comic fan who is of a certain age,
Mhm.
which unfortunately for Marvel is a very, very small demographic. So probably not the wisest decision. But,
Yeah.
they did it. So,
Mhm.
and I understand that they were trying to, mimic Ally McBeal. I didn't see the show as insulting to men because of the fact that it was Jennifer Walters would break the fourth wall as herself as well as She-Hulk.
Mhm.
And so I took that as, well, this is her impression of the world, and everybody's opinion is always going to be biased toward how they're reacting to things that
Right.
happen to them. So that's what I took it for. So I didn't take it as an insult. I mean, were all the women in the world insulted when Tony Stark said that he was a philanthropist and a playboy? No. When he was sleeping with the reporter after he met her like an hour earlier?
Right.
No. Well, Jennifer slept with 3 people in the period of 9 episodes.
Mhm.
That's a little bit more sex than I had prior to marriage, but whatever.
So what she's
But
saying is she's a hussy. Okay.
apparently she was a hussy, but really didn't see it that way. Like I said, because
Right.
I'm getting up there in
Well,
age, so
and
I thought the promiscuity was a little much, but
mhm.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
like
judge a younger generation.
well, yeah, like you said though, yeah, they're gearing it towards a certain, like you said, certain age, certain demographic and
Hmm.
whatnot. And like you had made a joke earlier about something that your grandmother had said, and you're right. As
Hmm.
it kind of goes down the line, um, wherever we're at in life, if we look at like the younger generations, we're going to see something that's even more salacious than what we were used to or accustomed to and whatnot. So like I get that too, but I'll go back for a minute because you did bring up the Tony Stark thing.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, he slept with the reporter and all that, but to me, the thing that was different about that, and from what I understand, what had happened with this series is that Tony Stark, they wanted to show what kind of a character he was, and well, lack of character that he had, and his ego and everything, and then that traumatic event happens. And what really shows him life is the dude who saves his life, who put the nano the reactor in his chest and all
Oh,
that.
yes, yes, yes. Right. When he was
So
kidnapped.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was a good character development, and then when he comes out of it, he still has some dick qualities, but he has more compassion for people, and that's why like
Hmm.
Pepper starts to fall in love with him more as well, and you can see how he changes his ways. Um, like that makes sense, and that's where you get a good character arc. From what I understand, with something like She-Hulk, it's still in your face. I'm better, ha ha ha. I'm going to do what I want, and then when something bad happens, she rages and then makes an ass out of herself, but then wants to
Absolutely.
correct everything and wag the finger again. Correct?
Absolutely. I mean, you could not
Hmm.
say that Jennifer Walters or She-Hulk, or whether you consider them 2 different characters or the same person, there was no character development there at all.
Yeah.
I mean, she did not become a better person at the end of, at the end of 9 weeks. I mean,
Hmm.
yes, when she did her little rant about, saying to Bruce about how that she controls her anger more, being someone who entered the computer programming field at the time that I did in my life,
Hmm.
that I was, the one woman in the room. Yes, there was a lot of disrespect,
Hmm.
and yes, there was a lot of chiding, and definitely the mansplaining thing, it happens. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't as bad as we're talking Mad Men in the 1960s, but
Right.
it was present. So I could relate to it. I don't think it happens nowadays. And I'm
Hmm.
sure this was an ultra exaggeration, but once again, this was being shown by this scorned, bitter woman's interpretation of her life is kind of the way I looked at it. And
Hmm.
because it was a comedy, I took everything lighthearted. I mean, my husband watched it all with me. He's totally not a simp in
Mhm.
any way. I mean, he loves Tatiana Maslany, don't get me wrong, and thinks she's gorgeous, and I totally agree. But he was able to find the comedy in it. He didn't feel insulted
Mhm.
at all. So, but then
Mhm.
again, he wasn't as much of a comic geek as I was, so he wasn't as
Right.
offended by how much uh, that most folks thought that they, interpreted the character in a different way.
I hear
You
you
know,
on
and
that. Oh, yeah, I
I
do. I do want to
respect
make
that.
another. Yes, and I
Oh,
want to make
please
another
do.
point in that too. I want to make another point. But let me say hi to Frankie. What's up, bro? Jason, Unhinged. How you doing, brother? Yeah. We just covered that too. That he was a womanized. They wanted to show his flaws exactly. But again, like where he had gone, like he had a good arc, which worked. But
Mhm.
yes, She-Hulk. Yeah, that's
Oh, now the stuff with
almost
not Doctor,
tries.
Daredevil in that, I feel like that
Yeah,
I feel like that
from what I've heard.
undermines the character or whatever.
It was definitely a more lighthearted look at Daredevil. Absolutely. It was nothing like his character was nothing like the Netflix series. But once again, I'm looking at it for this was meant to be a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Oh,
they had to adjust his character to meet that genre.
mhm. Well, there's one thing I wanted to say though, like regarding that, because like they say, a lot of the guys got offended. I'm not offended by what they had done. I'm upset at what the fucking writers chose to do to wag the finger to
Hmm.
stir shit up, because that's what it's about with these companies and these writers and what they're doing in the writers' room. It's like they're purposely going out of the way to see how they could hit a nerve or how they could piss someone off. Like I'm not offended at the shit that they did. I am upset at what they did to these characters
Hmm.
to push their views across, if that makes sense. So when they
Absolutely.
I
go,
know for myself, I didn't have to get offended because I refused to watch it.
well, yeah, and
I
that's
didn't
the same
watch it
thing.
either, Tommy.
Tommy, I'm with you. I'm not watching it. But that's the point that I'm making is like they purposely kind of went out of the way to do this shit because they wanted to rile things up. Because again, it's that drama bullshit. It's like those shitty drama streams. They try to stir something up so that people will talk about it over and over and over and over again, and then they have a back
Hmm.
and forth that doesn't stop, and more people are going to watch because it's like
Free
that car
advertising.
crash. Yeah, and
Well,
that
yeah.
is
I
the
mean, that's what PT Barnum said. I brought this one up numerous times. There
yeah.
is no such thing as bad publicity. And if you
Hmm.
notice, it's the same thing that every single one of these companies do. Like whenever Disney feels like one of their new shows is going to not do as well or might possibly fail, you notice that they start the shit right up with the writers and anybody else that are working on the show.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, they're tweeting this or they're saying
Yeah.
that just to get people riled up so they'll talk about it.
Hmm.
So they'll watch something of what they said, or maybe even watch the show to see how bad it is so they can hate watch it,
Mm-hmm.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Stop wasting your time, people. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just don't
I-
give them a dime. Follow the
Hmm.
guinea pig collective. Let us assimilate you. We will put electrodes in your minds and you will think like us and you will never watch that shit again and you will be happy for it.
The
Yeah,
opposite
again,
happens as well.
hang on,
Like
Tom.
with an example would be like Joker. Like the left like had a conniption fit over that movie, and
Mhm.
what did that do? That forced everybody to go see it. The opposite can be said with
Oh God!
everybody hate watching it.
Remember when they were
It does
trying
the
to
same
scare
thing.
people, Draven, when they were saying, "Oh,
Mhm.
the movie theaters are going to get shot up, and there's going
Yeah.
to be white supremacists in
Yeah.
it."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But to play double, devil's advocate and the dual edge and stuff, the same happens on the other way, and that's what they're doing to get their side to go see these movies. They're stirring the pot and all that stuff too.
Hmm.
Mhm. Well, they're
So.
trying to because that is the thing, right?
Mhm.
It's true rock creation. The mainstream media does that crap all the time. Yeah,
Yep.
and that's it. They want to stir things up instead of just putting out quality product. You put out quality product, then you show that you care about the characters, the storylines, where you're going with it. You could have done something completely different and make it work. And that way, you continue bringing on, these legacy characters, and it makes more sense. And then you could naturally, again, if you wanted to do something like another Avengers movie or some bullshit, you could have these characters that are going to be likable because they are very powerful characters. They are great characters, fan favorites. But when you pour the shit that you do down people's throats, and then you scratch your head. Oh, yeah. How come it's not working? How come people don't want to see this? It's because of that. You shit in these
And then what
characters.
happens? What happens, Vinny? Then the kid and everybody comes out, and then they start rebelling against that kind of shit. I tell you what, when you're talking about, and when you do it right, some of the things that people will do to actually back those projects, I'm going to tell you. I know you've heard me go off a few times about Playmates and their freaking horrible Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus figures. Like the turtles are absolutely horrendous, but the other figures are really good. And I still wound up buying a few of the TMNT versus Cobra Kai. Why? Because Cobra Kai was done so well. And I didn't mind putting the money down for something, at least one half of a product that I knew was good and represented a show that was doing it right and paying respect to the fans.
Yeah.
And that's what it leads to. And how these corporations just think that they can keep doling out shit and that they're going to keep coming out on top is just baffling.
Yeah, that's 100% it. Because see, that's the thing too. I know that's what the critics went ape shit against Black Adam. They said it's the worst. This is a quote. It's the worst movie of the year they were putting out there. Excuse me, why? Because there's no agenda in it. There's no wokeness in it. There's a diverse cast in this film that's naturally diverse, and none of it was forced. You know what I mean? Between the regular human characters, between the Justice Society characters, The Rock, and everything worked fine. There were no issues. There was no one. I look in the screen and went, "Oh, I hate them," or "Oh, he's definitely there," or "She's definitely there to fill a quota." I never got that. This movie was fun. It was entertaining. Again, lots of destruction, lots of action. It was good for what it is. Is it a masterpiece? No. But is it horrible? Hell no. It is, I'd give this thing 7.5 or 8 out of 10. It's somewhere around that range for sure. It's something that I'd happily buy when it comes out on Blu-ray because I enjoyed what went on in there. And I know they cut out some scenes too because I saw a couple of action sequences that I didn't see in the movie. Again, when he is awakened, like that whole scene, that whole thing is fantastic. They did a damn good job. You guys seen it in the trailer when he has his hood on. Like, holy shit, that was really entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So we're gonna get more of that, and you're gonna get like the bigger and better characters in whatever the next movies are. Him and Shazam. If they're gonna do another Justice League stuff, if they decide to pull him into a Superman movie, like it makes sense, and you're gonna want to see more of it. That's the point I'm trying to make here. So for those people who don't want to support it or just go, "Oh, it's a shitty movie," you can be like, "Yeah, it's an alright movie," but they're going out of their way to almost like really like help the critics shit on it, and I think that's a gigantic mistake. Because this is something more along the lines of what I want to see, and I think other people are going to want to see. Because he's there, the character's there. That's the point. You don't need a great story. You just need the proper introduction for this character and to show what he could do. So I think it's there.
Makes a lot of sense.
But that's where I'm at with it. Something like what they're doing with the Marvel Universe, it just keeps getting worse and worse. What they're building. They're not building anything. It's like it was already built. We had a beautiful building, and then they came over and started hitting it with sledgehammers to break the foundation. That's what the MCU is doing right now, and it's sad. It's super sad.
The fact that they don't want to do any R-rated stuff, like just I don't know. I think that's a dumb call. Like I know they're trying to market to a wider audience or whatever.
TV shit.
Yeah, for the TV shit, but like. I just don't get it. Like there's certain characters that need that darker tone and
John Barenthal. Yes, John Barenthal. He said it. He says he will not come back and do the Punisher unless it's rated R. He said that multiple times. He's not going to just come back and do a little cameo or something. Whatever it is, it's got to be rated R because that's what the character is. And I rewatched season 1 and 2 of Daredevil recently, and I forgot how much of a bloodbath. Those 2 seasons were, but it wasn't just that it was violent. It all made sense in the dark world that they were in. Hell's Kitchen.
And that's how Moon Knight should be too.
Yes,
because it's like dark and gritty. He's basically Batman. Like So
he is, but more psychological problems.
mhm.
But yeah, I agree. It's supposed to be something brutal, and when you take away that stuff and you try to dumb it down or water it down, you're disrespecting the characters, and then you disrespect the audience in the same breath. Because we're the people who've been reading this stuff, we've been enjoying it. We know more about this than even the showrunners. How many times have you seen the showrunners go, "Oh, I never read that," or "I never played that game," and they're working on these movies or TV shows? It's like, why? How? Who did you blow to get that job? Because that's the only reason why you people are there, or to push another agenda, you know.
Yeah.
So
I have a feeling that they're waiting to see how an R-rated Deadpool and whatever, maybe R-rated light Daredevil series, they're gonna like how those perform before they decide whether or not they're like, okay, maybe we can go all in on some R-rated content.
yeah, that's a good point too, because I did hear before they announced Hugh Jackman, they said that Deadpool 3 was going to be rated R. They did say that. I don't know if they're going to
They
try
already
to
know
do
the
a bait and
numbers are
switch.
good. We're
but,
good with
if
the
it's
first two Daredevil, or not first two Daredevil, first two Deadpools. So it's like a no-brainer to just make it
Deadpools.
rated R.
Right.
Exactly. What did they each pulling around 800 million, didn't they? Something
I
close to
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's a franchise right there. It's over $1 billion easy. So, yeah, to mess with that recipe and to mess with, like, again, you got Ryan Reynolds again. He's Henry Cavill type tier. It's people love him, especially in that role. In that role, I think he's like Teflon, man.
He's perfect for it.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. That's the cool thing I do like about Ryan Reynolds is that he's very genuine when it comes to things, to regular people and to his own story. Because he said this a couple of times. He stays in that character and he does the Deadpool shit when he does interviews and stuff because he has anxiety when it comes to public speaking and things like that. And to do it as a character, it's a lot easier to do for him. Because he goes, even the public speaking, it's another difficult thing. He had done a series on, it was a documentary on FX. You can watch it on Hulu, where Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, something like that, the one from Sunny in Philly. The two of them bought a soccer team in Wales, and they were dead last. They were like in a third division. They're not even in the Premier League, and they dumped a bunch of money into this. Neither one of them are giant soccer fans. That guy Rob from Sunny in Philly, he just started kind of getting into soccer and he enjoyed it. And he goes, I wanted to buy a team. I don't know what it was. And he goes, but I need more than TV money. I need movie money. And he goes, he became friends with Ryan Reynolds through Instagram. They never met. And they ended up buying a soccer team together. This documentary is crazy. It's hilarious, but it has so much heart as well. And then when you see what they did for this town in Wales, it's really interesting. But you could see the humanity in these guys, and you could see how they actually give a shit about building what they built, and kind of where the team goes. It's there's a lot of twists and turns, but they did a good job. But again, you could see when people are good and what comes of that. And I think we need more people like that to make and be involved in the kind of entertainment that we're doing. So yeah, certain people I'll support. But yeah, the ones that are like, very narcissistic, your Brie Larsons, all that shit. Like I have no interest in supporting anything like that. These writers' rooms that, again, they don't like what they're doing. They're just there to stir shit up or to cause drama nonsense. Drama sucks. It's stupid. Put it into the character stories. Put it into that type of stuff. Don't do it with your own personal shitty views. Because again, like, what do they say? Everyone has an opinion. And, it's just like assholes. Everyone has one. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see these characters done right. Give them justice. I want a little bit on a soapbox. I'm sorry, but
you're good.
Well, in terms of violence, I thought that Disney did a really good job with Werewolf by Night.
That's what I hear. but I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. Frankie said good things about it. You said good things, and I heard from another friend.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on while I was eating lunch. I'm like, it's okay for what it is. I didn't hate it. It wasn't the greatest thing either, but having that old school kind of nod to the Universal monsters, I dug. I did like that. Their approach. There's at least one person in that movie thing or whatever that I couldn't stand. It's that one that was all in white. Like something about that person's face really drove me insane.
Yeah, that was. I thought it was almost like an androgynous David Bowie if David Bowie wasn't androgynous enough.
Yeah, it's very, very odd looking, and that woman who kind of like ran the
Ursula, the stepmother. Yeah.
Yes.
Are we talking like creepy, like powder creepy like type?
That one woman, something along those lines, but she looked like Skeletor in the He-Man movie.
Yeah, that's actually right, which is kind of sad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was disturbing to look at. Like why is this person even on the screen? They could have made that one of the ones that they took out right away.
Oh, I get it now. So you're saying as disturbing as seeing Walton in the woods, or seeing him pushing around the shopping cart and all you see is his hands.
Oh God! That's savage. That's like Mario Carditis savage. It's me, Mario Carditis. Oh no! That poor guy. But I am looking forward to seeing that movie. That movie does look good.
It does look good. I don't care what anybody says about Pratt's voice as Mario. It looks good.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, you can't have the main voice doing a full movie. Yeah. So again, thank you, Doc. Yeah, and just in case, I guess we could play him something too. Should we give him? What else do we have? We can give you you want the John Cena? We'll give you the John Cena tonight. Here we go.
金钱看齐，墙上写着秦香莲的32岁了，装个当朝，驸马郎的旗帜王啊，满皇上的会2岁了，装个当朝。
你好，中国，我叫希娜，我必须说，现在我有一个错误，我必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重中国，更中国人。我很抱歉，对我的错误，对不起，我很抱歉，不好意思，再见。
Oh, that's great.
I love that.
You take the egg roll. Thank you again, Chris. Yeah, he made that for me for my birthday, and it's one of those great ones. So there you go. Fantastic bumper. You got that one, Doc. I don't know. I think Mama Susan's angry at the other one that I do though. It was a Biden one. I used the Walton bumper, and I just. Oh shit! Last, if you haven't seen it, I'll show you later.
Okay.
But yeah, I might have to make some modifications on that one. Oh man! But hey, I keep showing that one with Tucker Carlson anyway. So, and it's sick and it's horrifying. But with his daughter and all that weird shit. Anyway, let's get into some of the video game shit too, because we had some more awesome stuff that dropped with the Resident Evil, with the remake games, and kind of where they're going. So, I mean, horror-wise, these games are some of my favorite. But not only that, because of some of the other stuff that they put in there, and including like they're messing around with science and you know, trust the science. Now we got hunters and lickers. It's crazy. But hold on. show some of this great footage because holy shit, man, these games are.
I didn't see the actual video for this.
Oh, you didn't see?
I just seen the stills or whatever from the remake.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play it with audio last time, but I'll play it with some now. We'll see. Gameplay.
Oh wow!
Anyone home?
Oh yeah, I heard they're doing Dead Space as well. They're gonna be remaking that.
Yeah. Is the new one out yet? Can't remember. Or the remake for the new one out.
I am curious, but I mean, holy crap, what they did with this game.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks even creepier.
Yeah, intense. They're bringing that fear factor in all the way.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're in the cabin underground there in Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Hey. I read you. What's your situation? What the hell is going on? What was that? No fucking way.
Oh wow.
I love that you can kind of sneak
Do
around
like a
like that.
stealth thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where the whole.
This is gone.
Isn't this where all the zombies surround the thing or whatever?
This is when he first gets into town there, and like the drivers when they go take a leak or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So instead of just walking into the house, and they kind of recreated that Resident Evil 1 moment, you're actually exploring this house and going to the basement, and you find them because I think in the other one you didn't find them, or he was already being killed or chopped up or something, and then the other guy, he's in the center of the village.
Okay.
So like they extended it, they made it again more creepy. And
yeah.
That's the kind of cool shit that I enjoy seeing. But it's a lot more visceral as well, and I think more interactive, and from what these other characters do.
Gotta go. Talk later.
Yeah. Shit. And that's the guy you're looking for. Nice.
Kill me for the
dude, that's awesome.
Right? I'm happy that they continue with that in the original game.
I hated those chainsaw guys.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, this is cool. You couldn't get up on the roofs and stuff in the other one, could you?
What was that?
Could you even get up on the roofs on the other one in the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
it's been so long since I played it.
Yeah. Dude, it's intense what they did with this. They said the villages they attacked differently as well. You can parry some of their attacks.
Oh, nice.
That is brutal.
Oh, cool.
I like they give you a little bit of a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
That you could deflect like that. Dude, yeah. I mean,
Man,
it's
looks
just
good.
insane. Absolutely insane. And like, yeah, they had like one of them coming at him with the pitchfork as well, and he could block that. But that's what I mean. Like, they're really stepping it up and in a big way. So
I'm interested to see what the the big centipede dude with the long coat or whatever.
Oh yeah. He's they have a quick snippet of him.
Mm.
I think it's more in the trailer part of it. There we go.
You're here looking for someone? Maybe some missing señorita?
Oh, nice.
Ashley, where are you? Your soul.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Requires cleansing.
Ooh.
Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Just let me go.
Listen. I'm hearing the president's orders and
She looks a lot older in this.
Yeah.
What do we do?
The lost lambs are escaping. We need to go.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
You can stop.
Hopefully she's less annoying.
Who are you? What are you doing here? My faithful disciple will show her the path. Ashley, run!
The entire world shall overflow with these grains.
What's happening to me?
Now, abandon your body.
Salazar was there.
She's lost no matter what.
Now that he has chosen death.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Nice.
Yeah, I am so down.
Yeah, that looks good.
It looks damn good. So, yeah, I don't know.
Wow,
I think,
March. I didn't think it was that soon.
yeah, I mean, they're bringing it back in a good way. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And Friday is going to be, again, the Resident Evil Village Gold, where it's third person. They added so much extra cool shit. I know we talked about this on Friday, but I mean, might as well show some clips too. What the hell?
I think I have this. I think I bought gold or whatever when it first came out for 3.
Okay, so are you just going to be getting in the updated download or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so they add extra stuff. The mercenary side, like you could play as her and some of the other monster characters from the game, like some cool shit.
There are characters called lords, and playing as them allows you to perform amazing skills and attacks that a regular human could not. Being able to play them was more fun, so that's why we chose those characters.
But I don't know if you could do third person in this mode as well.
We balanced things to ensure that it's...
That's the one thing they didn't talk about, but the actual game itself, yeah, they have the third person stuff going on here. So it's great you actually see
mode, or the previously existing first person mode.
Mission adjustment?
No, doesn't change anything.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain.
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
Let's have some fun, people.
Move out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, this is that multiplayer online thing.
Oh, neat.
But yeah, from the remake of 2, 3, and Village, like you play as characters all from those games.
I'm not sure which version I get it. I got it on Steam. I'm just trying to. I'm looking at it now, see which version I have.
Oh, okay.
Resident Evil RE-Verse is free content for those who own Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil Village Gold Edition. This game has crossplay, and you can fight players across all platforms. Those who already own Resident Evil Village will be able to participate in the early access period starting October 24th. Additionally, updates are planned for Resident Evil RE-Verse after it has been officially released. Here are some details for the early access and updates.
So yeah, I mean it's crazy, but yeah, they're adding some extra cool stuff, so that's a good thing. Again, because I don't own this one, never got it because I can't do first person, but yeah, this is something I'm looking forward to because I love the horror genre. And this is one of my favorite series. But I love that they have the backstory too on I guess the continuation of that the baby in the game, her growing up. But yeah, and apparently she goes back into that castle in Europe and all that.
Oh my company.
Oh wait, they did a weird little setup here.
Nice.
Happy half birthday, Rose. I just want to find my daughter.
How manliness is dropping some.
I'll always be there for you, no matter what.
Yes. Oh, neat. I'll probably end up just playing in third person then.
You are my precious Rose.
And I didn't care. So long as we were together.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I love you.
Dude, the visuals in these games, though, man, are so good.
Oh yeah, I know.
Sometimes
Yeah, she has powers and shit.
lost,
Yeah.
afraid. I try to imagine what he might have said to me.
No matter, your imminent demise is inevitable.
I love you, and I won't let anything happen to Rose.
I've got this.
That's what I mean, man. I mean, you could have great stories. You could have good, solid characters.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite Resident Evil characters, Jill Valentine is up there. She's like number one. Number two for me would be like a tie between Chris Redfield and Wesker. And then probably Claire. And again, and that's the thing. It doesn't matter because a lot of people, it's just a tough macho bullshit. No, you could like other characters. You could have strong female leads and they work. You know?
Oh, wait a minute. What were we talking about? Because I don't like eclairs.
God damn.
That was so random, brother. What don't you like Boston cream pie instead?
I can't stand Boston cream. I hate that cream shit. Ugh.
Oh my God, that stuff is amazing.
Right?
It's awesome.
It's liquid diabetes is what it is.
That's why it tastes so good. Oh man, I did it. I found one of the last boxes of Count Chocula. I'm gonna poison myself tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, no.
I normally stay away from that shit, but I don't know. I was just craving it, and I'm like, well, they're about to pull them from the store, so.
Well, I'm waiting for next year. They said they were going to bring the Mummy back.
Oh,
Oh, I used to love that one. That was a strawberry flavored, right?
No, Frankenberry is the strawberry flavor.
Okay, sorry.
What's the fruit brute then?
Fruit brute's cherry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had to pick that one up because I love cherry flavored stuff, but I can't.
The blueberry, the ghost was the blueberry. So
right.
Yeah, what was the mummy?
That's
Strawberry.
what I don't. Was it?
Or no, not the mummy. Never mind.
No, Count Chocula is the chocolate.
Frankenberry is strawberry.
Frankenberry
Blueberry
strawberry.
is blueberry. Fruit boot is cherry. I'm not sure what the mummy one was.
The pigs seem to know the answer, but they're not telling me in the proper language. So.
Well, yeah. If anyone knows, let us know. While Tommy's looking it up.
Yummy mummy flavor.
Nelson.
Oh shit! Nelson said it. Tommy, you don't like Boston cream? Well, you made an enemy today.
Aww.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I love that shit. They used to have when I moved down here. They used to have Publix used to make it. They had a Boston cream pie. Holy shit, was that delicious? Yeah, it was like the vanilla cake, and they had like the layers of cream, and then they had the chocolate all on top. Oh my god! Whew.
It just says fruit flavored cereal with vanilla flavored marshmallows.
For everything.
For Yummy Mummy.
Yummy. Huh. But they don't say what flavor. They just said fruit flavored.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they're all fruit flavored except for chocolate. So
yeah. Is it banana? I don't know.
I mean, I love banana. I mean, I make a good banana cake, but I don't like the fake banana taste.
I agree. Yes.
Same.
Yes. There was a couple of stupid brands that used to do that. They did like the banana walnut flavored shit. I'm like, no.
Well, you know what's a bad one when they put fake ingredients in when they do the key lime pies and they don't use real key limes.
Yeah,
and you taste the difference.
Yeah, that'll make me projectile vomit.
You know the trick to make a good key lime pie is you don't get the flavoring in the baking section. You go to the liquor department. And there's an actual key lime, what do you call it, flavoring that you can get. It's like near all the bourbons and shit. The way to go.
So the return of Fruity Yummy Mummy was like an orange cream cereal.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
You mean like a dreamsicle kind of?
Yeah.
I could try that.
Yeah, because it says Fruit Root became a cherry flavored while Yummy Mummy reboot saw it reimagined as a delicious orange cream cereal. In addition, both cereal masters were given modern day redesign. Okay, that's just the box art they're talking about, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit. I think there was extra footage dropped. Spider-Man 2. They got Venom footage now?
Samba go. I'm not Googling Boston cream pie.
Yeah. That's messed up.
That was funny. Let me see. They said there was a leak. Hold on. I'm gonna test this.
Was it tied to Walton? We don't want to see it.
No. It's Venom. Nothing to do with trees. They're just stills. But it looks like Mysterio and Venom are actually in the sequel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
But that is someone else's content altogether, so I'm not going to show that. But I was in GameStop today, and they had it on the screen, and I saw Venom all fucking jumping around and shit. But I have not seen it on YouTube. Interesting. Hold on. You were here. Skip ahead a little bit. No.
I was listening to you earlier when you were talking about Black Adam, and you're saying how dark they made it, like with a lot of the kills and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're pushing in that direction, why can't they actually do a correct version of Lobo then?
Yeah, they could. Who says that they can't? It's they got to put their balls out and actually do it.
You know what? There you go. This will make me see Henry Cavill as Superman. I want to see Lobo kicking his ass.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that really sucks. You had the perfect Lobo, and you turned him into Aquaman.
Yeah, he would have been good as Lobo.
Yeah, good.
That's just, he loves Harleys. He wears the vest all the time. He looks like him. He's got the beard, the long hair. He's got the size. It's aggravating. It's very aggravating when they do that shit.
You know who wouldn't be bad either? The guy who played Sabretooth. Not the first guy, not Tyler Mane, the second guy they used.
Oh, from Origins?
Yeah.
Liev
Schreiber. We said it at the same time. All right, I guess I owe you a Coke. Yeah, no, he's a good actor. I do like that guy. What was his TV
he's
show?
awesome.
He did a mob TV show or something. I haven't seen.
He
that.
was Ray Donovan in the show Ray Donovan.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Really
heard it was
good.
excellent, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it was good.
I haven't
You
done
know
it,
what-
but my husband likes it a lot.
Oh, cool. What streaming service is it on?
I think it was Showtime. Let me check real quick.
Oh, okay.
Thought it was Showtime, but it could be Amazon.
No, I think Showtime sounds more right.
Showtime. Damn. Of course, it's like the one I don't have. Son of a bitch. No. But shit. I thought that they had the Venom stuff here, but I guess they don't. I guess maybe it's just exclusive to GameStop. But for the footage I saw, he looked great. He was swinging around the city and shit. He looked like a gorilla.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, they made it massive. And I know Tony Todd is doing the voice to Venom in the Spider-Man 2 game. So
Yeah,
that's your
it was
Candyman.
It was on Showtime.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you can watch it in other places. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. Some of them are, they're connected to other streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. All right. Well, we'll see. But yeah, for anyone who was interested, I do recommend that series with Ryan Reynolds. It's on Hulu, so I guess you just type his name in. It basically, like, they bought this soccer team, Wrexham, and in Wales. It was entertaining. I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't into soccer, but there's a good human story in there as well, and that's what I dug about it in a pretty good way. So hold on. There was something else. Oh yeah, for those people who didn't see, here is a shot. Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, and I don't know. He worked, man. That looked good.
Oh, I
look
love
damn good
the
in there.
costume.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. The gold in there is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, how he does his magic effects and things, really really cool. He's got like Egyptian type, I don't know, branding. I don't know. He's got like their signs and things. So
Yeah, I
but
can
again,
see the ankh right in the middle of his chest.
Yeah, he does like a gigantic one in the movie. Like he does like these hand symbols, and then you see like a giant one come down. But it almost has like Doctor Strange type elements. Like, you know, like when they do like that kind of shattered glass type thing, and it kind of changes the world. It has a little bit of that type of stuff they put in there. But we were talking about Ray Donovan. Yeah, so haven't seen that. But for those who are just coming in, we earlier we talked about Black Adam. I give it a thumbs up. Definitely worth watching. Great action movie, popcorn movie, better than Shazam. And yeah, if you want to see The Rock Rock just kicking ass and destroying things and having a gigantic body count, that's definitely the movie for you. For the they're mentally challenged. It's stupid. It's just stupid for them to be shitting on this movie because they're giving us some stuff in here that is going to help and it's pulling together the DC universe in a better way again, or the direction of it. So to go, oh, it's a crap movie, it's a mediocre movie. I think those people really need to get their heads checked because, everyone they claim about fighting a culture war, and then they go the opposite direction and side with like stupid fucking reviewers in a certain way, which it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. I want a lead character, especially someone who's going to be a pretty big villain later on. I want to see him destroying things. I want to see him taking out bad guys permanently. There's a part where he's doing things his way, and some of the Justice League or Justice Society characters, like they're trying to save the people. He's just like tossing like rag dolls, and they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing it my way. What are you talking about?" He's like, "You can't keep killing people." I never said that, and he keeps doing what he's doing. He doesn't give a shit. So I don't know. I'm down for that type of stuff. And like, what are they gonna do? They can't do shit. He's too powerful. So, good stuff.
Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. Again, his power set is great. What he can do in the movie is fantastic. So more of that, please. Less crying bitches. And I do think this guy needs his own movie as this character for sure. Dr. Fate movie, make it happen. I know he's an old white man, which Hollywood hates, but he did a damn good job, But you could also pull in those other characters quite easily into his own movie, because I thought Hawkman was great. I want to see kind of how they kind of got together as well, because they've been friends for a long time from what they said in the movie. So yeah, I don't know. There's things you could do. Make it work. Let me see if I had another shot. Oh. And this is one of those photos that got leaked a long time ago, but this is how you know what was going to happen, and they were going to make it happen regardless. This is when Henry was in Florida not too long ago, and so you could see their friendly relationship, and that they were going to make things happen. So just saying.
Oh, nice.
This is an awesome picture.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, yeah, they're cool. And I know where he used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu when he comes down here. I've been to the place.
Nice.
Yeah. He's
You can practice on me anytime.
Hey, what up, bro?
Oh my. All right, you want one, you get one.
Not okay.
That was for your husband.
See, I have my own ninja at home, so I don't need Cabo. So, we might be a little bit slower and older, but still ninja too. Still got the black belt.
Well, there you go, and it's all classy, so no problems there. But yeah, like I said, I mean, don't you people want to see more of this on the big screen? Because I know I do.
Absolutely, I'll watch Cabo in anything, and I mean, man, he's an excellent male specimen, but honestly, he's also fantastic an actor. When he loves a project, it's impressive to see. I mean, him in The Witcher is just amazing.
Yeah, I like him in The Witcher, but I know that show's got a lot of problems to it. I did give that last season a chance, and I thought that there was a lot more of him in there, and I do like some of the story elements they were doing with him and Siri. So
I could never make it through it. I couldn't do it. Like I'm coming from the background that I know nothing about The Witcher. I never played the games. I never read the books. It was just something that never really interested me. So a bunch of people telling me, well, it's this and that and and I was like, all right, well, I'll watch the first season of it. And the first season was okay. It wasn't horrible. And so then I started watching the second season, and it actually, to me, it felt like a chore to get through that second season. I felt like the animated version that they put out was far better than the second season of The Witcher.
That animated thing was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. I'll say one thing, Tommy. since you didn't like most of it, was hard to get through. Fast forward the parts of Yennefer. I think if you get to his stuff, because to me it makes more sense anyway of what he's doing with Ciri, because that's more of the bigger story. I don't know what they're doing with that Yennefer character, because it seems like they dropped the ball in a big way. They need to stop with the nonsense of put her in the outfit she's supposed to have and give her her power set and lean them back to where they're supposed to be. I think that they went too off course with that character. That's what I'd say. But Tony, the Clown World Review for $2 goes, holy balls, I just got out of Black Adam. Yes, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, my friend. So, he's saying hello.
Oh, that's disgusting. I hope
Runner,
you cleaned
up,
up
man?
after you got out of them.
Savage.
Yeah, Cavill was good in that Mission Impossible.
He was. I enjoyed that one. Those last two Mission Impossible movies were actually really good. That guy who directed the Pixar movie with the superheroes, The Incredibles. He did a great job with the one that he did. I like that. Runner didn't like it either. The Witcher, apparently, so because he was boring.
I like the first
there was
season.
a few people. Adega didn't care much for it. Nuke didn't like it.
I know
You gotta give it like a bunch of episodes.
What was that?
The Witcher starts off like really slow, and there's two different timelines, so it's hard to follow at first. But then once you realize what's going on, it should hook you at that point.
Yeah. Well, I know, again, Adega, he's read all the books, the games, he's got everything. So like I don't blame him, because like when they destroy something that there's so much love and care into the worlds that were created, and then you have something like Netflix going, we don't like the games and we want to go in a different direction, then I could completely understand. 100%. I think he's great as the character Geralt, but they need to fix some shit. That's for sure.
No, once again, you're coming back to the same argument that we had over and over again. If they're not making it for the fans of those franchises, who the fuck are they making them for?
Right. Well, again, I've never played the games. I have one of them. I only played like the first 20 minutes because I found the game was too big. I got it on a big discount for like $15 or something. So I'm like, I'd like to get into this at some point. But if I put it back on, I got to go from scratch because I don't know where the hell I was. I don't remember anything in that fucking game because there's so many side stories and side quests. And holy shit, is it a massive game? I had no idea. I thought it was going to be a little bit more linear, but it's very open world and a lot of shit you could do. So I'd eventually like to get back into it, but I don't know when or how. So me going into it, like I enjoyed the first season. There are things that bored the shit out of me in the second season, but there's a lot of things I did enjoy, and how they ended the season I enjoyed. So yeah, there's a couple of cool elements, but again, I don't know the full story and shit. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they need to do better stuff for sure. Tony, I don't know if you could come in yet, or if you just got out and you just on your phone,
he just got done. Weren't you paying attention earlier? He's gonna need a minute and a couple smokes, Vinny. He'll be here.
But he's got that post nut clarity right now, so we'll see.
God damn.
All right, sorry. I'll say it to myself.
Get the fuck out of my house.
You know what? I will take credit. I did that.
You did. You teed it up, and I knocked it down. But hey, Sam Jackson. We'll have a little bit from him too, since we got these two on screen.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Does he look like a bitch? Does he look try to fuck him like a bitch, Brett. He did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brett.
It was so random, but I don't know, with the thirsty bitch thing, and I don't know. Sometimes we just need to have a little fun, right?
I love that scene.
It's so good. There's a couple other scenes I had from other shit, but I don't know what I could. Well, I had it as a short, but I didn't put it up on the channel. I had the Tropic Thunder scene because it was just so damn funny to me. It did get some views. Hold on, let me hit pause on this for a second. I don't know if you guys remember it. I'll just play it because it's funny. I mean, who doesn't like Robert Downey Jr. anyway? Hold on, let me get the volume in there. Hope this thing works.
Yeah, to be rough, an imbecile. Yeah, like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived. Yeah, right. He was farting in bathtubs and laughing your ass off. But Simple Jack thought he was smart, or rather didn't think he was retarded, so he can't afford to play retarded, being a smart actor. Playing a guy who ain't smart but thinks he is, that's tricky. Tricky. It's like working with Mercury. It's high science, man. It's art form. Yeah. You an artist. It's what we do, right? Yeah. Hats off for going there. Everybody knows you never go full retard. What do you mean? Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rayman look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded. Captain Biggs cheated cards. Autistic. Sure. Not retarded. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Oh, yes, retarded maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants up next to him and won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero. You went full retard, man.
Like really retarded or dumb.
Be moron. Yeah, to be moronical.
It's going to loop down. Sorry, guys. Teen's got to get going. So, let me stop sharing that for a second. I don't know. That scene was just so damn funny to me. Tina, if you want to let the folks know where they could find you.
Thank you very much. Well, I hang out with these wonderful folks on the weekends, either on the panel or in the chats. You can also find me Monday nights on Sporking News Podcast, a stream at the Crossroads when we talk about House of the Dragon episodes. And tomorrow should be epic because of tonight's finale that I haven't seen yet. But I'm sure it's going to be as controversial as last week's episode. But you can also check me out in Twitter at Tina Bojan. You guys all take care, and thanks for the invite as usual.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that as well. I probably won't be able to see it. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll make some time for it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it. The last episode was aggravating, but everything else was good. So we'll see. But yes, have a great night. Much love to the family.
Thank you. Love you all, and
care.
take care till next week. Bye.
You got it. Later. Here's another thing too, related to video games and movies. So apparently, Days Gone. Who's played this one? But this is another zombie game. My brother Frank had played this one. I wanted to. I haven't had a chance. But,
I remember this. I never played it, but it looked interesting.
Yeah, they're making this a movie, and this is where it's like hordes of zombies and shit come running after you. It's insane. Guy's got a motorcycle and everything too, and you travel all over the place in this area. There's like factions.
Is it just me though? Is it just me though, or at this point does the whole zombie thing seem a little bit passe?
Yes.
It's been done to death for God knows how many years. Like to me, I'm just a little tired of it. I'm tired of like all the reboots of it and all the different retakes on it at this point. I just wish they would delve into something different at this point.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I agree with you on that. For me, my go-to has always been Resident Evil, and what they had done with the franchise, I thought was pretty crazy and insane. Again, what we showed earlier with the remake of 4. It's a virus now that they put into them. Like you could see the differences what they did with it, where it's this other weird strain, and that's why you get these weird mutations and shit too. Like they played with what they had with the original T virus and the G virus. I love all that stuff, and I'm still gonna be hooked on stuff like that. Shit like this, where it's kind of like out of nowhere. That's why I haven't played this game, because I don't know like how they did this storyline. But you're right. Walking Dead, I think, oversaturated that entire genre, and it's kind of too much for me. So I don't know what they could do with this, and I don't know too much about this game other than I've seen my brother play a little bit of this here and there. But he really enjoyed it. And this dude, the guy who plays him, I don't know if you can recognize him. He's got the beard here, but this is the guy, Sam Witwer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's his likeness, it's his voice, it's his motion capture, but they're not looking at him to do the movie.
That's
weird. It makes no sense. They're looking at the guy from Outlander, which he's a good actor, but why are you going in this direction if you actually have a guy who they scanned and did the voice and everything for, who's attached to Star Wars properties, who's done big movies? You know, he was in The Mist, the Frank Darabont one. Dude, that movie was fantastic. He was in a bunch of things. You know, he's a good actor. He's got his own TV show on fucking Sci-Fi Channel for a while. Like, what crack are these people smoking?
Who did he piss off in Hollywood?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't do the Weinstein stuff, and
maybe he's like a close with Sylvester Stallone and Clint Eastwood. He's on the outs.
Maybe. I never looked into his personal stuff or his views, what he's been vocal on, but from what I've seen, he's been cool with the fans. He's been awesome with everybody, so I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
I think like if you don't know an actor's like politics, they're probably not commie like the rest of Hollywood.
I know in was it Supergirl? I think it was Supergirl. He played like a nut, like an anti-alien nut, like in the first half of the one season.
He was in Supergirl?
Yeah.
He was in Smallville too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He was oh man, I can't remember his character in Smallville now.
But yeah, shit. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. And Nelson saying it too. Yeah, if Sam's not playing it, you know, he's not going to watch it. And I agree. Like, what the hell? You had the guy, and now you're not using the guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's weird.
When I was talking about the saturation, I mean, it wasn't even just movies and TV shows. I mean, it was all the crap that was going direct to streaming. Like, I mean, did you see like the hordes of zombie films that were coming from overseas? It was ridiculous, man. Like when I looked on Netflix one day, like the bottom bar was just filled with all these weird like World War II zombie films, Vietnam zombie, like everything you could imagine and in between. It was all there.
Yeah.
Nice.
They love doing World War II zombies, like Nazi zombies and stuff.
Well,
they have
Overlord. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Overlord. That's a fucking movie you have to watch.
Good movie.
Holy shit. Yeah. It's not zombies. It's something completely different, and it was insanely good. And that's got Kurt Russell's son.
Hellsing Ultimate has not Nazi zombies, but Nazi vampires in it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, guys, we got somebody who's a little blown out right here. Let's hear from him before everything shrinks back up to normal.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, I'm ready to go again. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, I gotta say, look, if you haven't seen Black Adam yet, for those in the chat, those on the panel, these are the movies we should be supporting. Like the last time I walked out of a movie feeling hyped up like this was Spider-Man No Way Home, and they pulled an ace card. They cashed in all the equity of 20 years worth of Spider-Man movies in order to get that reaction from people. This is probably one of the better DC movies I've seen in a long time. Yep. Definitely one of the better superhero movies I've seen in a long time. And yeah, when I talk about, this should be DC's chance to pull ahead of Marvel and start producing those bangers since they decided to self-destruct.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about. So if you haven't seen Black Adam, go see it. I'm going to go see it again. I want this to have strong box office numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we should be supporting. Like, I kind of feel guilty I didn't go see Top Gun in theaters, but I've been a little jaded, you know. I've been real cynical of the industry lately.
Yeah.
And I can tell you why critics hate this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Liberty, free people, fighting to be free and striving to be free. Of course they're going to hate it. These people are tyrants, they're monsters.
Yep.
But for us, I mean, it's exactly what the doctor ordered, you know, so I'm impressed.
Amen, brother. I was preaching this in a big way before, too. But yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, I was just going to say, like, I've been watching The Rock for like 30 years now. I'm wise to his shtick, you know, so it's not like I'm, you know, swinging from his balls or something, you know. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of his movies, but
so what you're saying basically is you're not a mark for The Rock.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent, bro. This shit was a lot of fun. It really was. If you guys haven't yet, go run out and see it. You heard it here. Tony said it too. It also, it has a message of freedom and liberty. And this is what they don't want. Also, the lead character. You have High T right there. This guy comes out, again, it's been 5,000 years. He's been in prison, comes out, and he is huge body count. He's slaughtering motherfuckers. His power set is insane. People can't really fuck with him. They try and they fail. You know.
So you're basically what you're saying is you're saying high T as opposed to the T virus that the other people have on the other side of the fence.
Correct. They have shit. I can't say. Anyway. Yes, it's just a movie you got to go see. Real quick though, before we break into more stuff too. Where was it? Nuke had said it that Sam Witwer, he defended the police and then he apologized for it. So he got hit from both sides, never apologized, and that would make sense why. Hey Tony, you just coming in. This video game Days Gone, they're basically making a movie out of this, and they're not hiring Sam Witwer, who actually played the character in the game, did the motion capture, all that stuff. It's his fucking likeness. They're going with the guy from Outlander.
It's just more often than not. And we got to see the Super Mario movie trailer while we were waiting for this movie to start tonight.
We played it before too.
And this is why I don't want there to be a Legend of Zelda TV show, movie, anything, because more often than not, Hollywood wants to take everything that makes the game special and change it around to put their own stamp on it, and it ruins it.
Yeah.
Most people, okay, I'll tell you what. I was scrolling through Stars the other night, and I saw Monster Hunter. And I haven't played those games.
That movie was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've heard of Monster Hunter Rise. I'm like, well, maybe I'll check this out. I clicked on there. Mila Jovovich was on the thumbnail, and I'm like, no. Can't do it. Not after Resident.
They tried to do like Monster Hunter World and failed miserably.
Yeah, like they ruined superhero movie or video game movies.
Yeah, I didn't know that game either. I think Frankie played that one. Frankie did play this one. He said he cleared this one twice. He goes, it didn't feel like a zombie, like your generic zombie fucking type thing. He said it was a lot of fun. And he enjoyed the shit out of it, and it's more like failed experiments as well. So like it looks like they touched upon a little bit of what I had done in City of Venus, which it bums me out a bit. But I mean, I guess it's kind of inevitable that they go in a lot of different directions that kind of gear towards shit like that. But up for $5 though, we got Scotsman TV. Hail, brother. Black Adam. I want Black Walton. Let the memes flow with the power of Shazam. Well, I did retire.
Shazam.
I did retire that one, but we did replace it with something else, and I don't think Mama Susan likes it, but I'm going to play it for you, brother. So here is again the new bumper. Enjoy. This super chat is brought to you by good old Hans Cock. Enjoy.
You've been waiting for this.
You know, thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country, you know.
Danger, danger, alert, alert. I am a scumbag. I am filth. I am your enemy. I would literally not be able to finish my dinner if somebody walked over and talked to me that looked like these two guys. And I'm sorry. They're not just lying anti-American scumbags that want to run us all on the ground because they're little men. They're pieces of crap. They think they're better than everybody. That's what it's about. It's the spirit of evil. Oh. I've tried to do joke photos like this to look disingenuous, and I can make any face I want to. I can't pull it off because the eyes, Chico. It's always in the eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh, hell on earth. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash.
I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy.
That was really gay.
Wow.
So you get a little bit of Walton in there. Lasso, that's the first time I think you saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think that there's a choice. It's always just a little Walton.
just a smidge. So there you have that. Scotsman, I hope you enjoyed that bumper.
I love that Brandon's new catchphrase is "Watch me, just watch me." He said that in a few interviews now. It's like, bro, we are watching you.
Right? Holy
we are
crap.
watching you.
Yeah, I'll probably
Especially
just have
it's a train wreck that you can't turn away from.
Yeah.
Crazy. And what's up, Tim's Talk? How you doing, brother? He was saying hi to everybody. Poppy, I'm not your dad. Oh shit. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But no, it's all this stuff is so fucking crazy. It really is. So we'll see what happens. I hope people speak up properly in the voting booths coming up. It should be a landslide, but I know there's both sides are shit, but one's way worse than the other. So,
dude, man, you know what? Freaking Twitter has been absolutely insane lately with all the fucking reposts that they've been doing. But yeah, it's nuts. What's going on, Scotsman? Sorry, buddy.
How you doing,
Christ almighty, thank you for that chiropractic adjustment as I cringe so fucking hard and my spleen shoots out my nose.
So you enjoyed the new bumper?
Worth it.
I'll probably just have to take off the monetization on this stream.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's but you know, oof.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? We played that. We might as well play the Tucker one too. It goes hand in hand. So here we go.
The fact that her father took showers with her in a way that was, quote, not appropriate. Ask yourself, is there any explanation for that behavior that is justifiable? And there's not. It's sick and it's horrifying.
Yeah, I agree.
You got a twofer on that one. How you doing, my friend?
You know, I am thoroughly stuffed with beef bulgogi and all kinds of good Korean food. We had some Korean barbecue. That's why I'm late for the stream. But hey, I'm here. So
it's all good. And yeah, William. I guess we're not doing a grill session because he said he's full. Unless he wants to grill for us and feed somebody else, a neighbor. I don't know.
Yeah, we've already consumed copious amounts of meat today.
Excellent.
Oh yes.
Giggity.
Because we're meat eaters here. We're not. Yeah, we're not little soy, little vegan. I could say a choice, a garden variety of words to bolster that one, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Amen, brother. Exactly. Just in a little bit, you're going to be doing this.
Oh. Oh.
In a little bit. I mean, I haven't stopped doing that.
I've got a buddy who recently went vegan, and like he's always been about health, and he's always been pretty alpha too, but he went vegan recently and he's always in a bad mood now. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit, dude, you need to make a steak or
He's
something.
hangry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hear people are most angry when they're transitioning, so just give them support.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Look, Vin Diesel's
You gotta
doing
slip him some meat, Tony.
Yeah,
Look, Vin Diesel's doing his part as well.
Yes.
Oh shit! Like I said, we might as well go all down on that one.
Vinny, as you always say, it's all about family.
Mm-hmm.
Familia on the bus.
I thought for sure the next Fast and Furious would be with go-karts.
It's possible. Never rule it out. But yeah, we were talking about Black Adam earlier. Scotsman, did you happen to see it?
I have not.
Well,
I have not gotten to see it yet, but I am excited to do so. I'm a fan of The Rock. I wouldn't say that I like everything that he does, but I'm a fan.
I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen all of his stuff. There's some movies I just won't see because I don't care for it. But I thought he was excellent in the Jumanji movies. I liked some of his action stuff.
Same.
Hobbs and Shaw was good. I saw that in theaters. That was a really good movie. And again, I'm not down for the Fast and Furious shit. Don't really care.
Yeah.
I saw I think 2 of them. And my cousins were like, they love them so much. You got to see them. I fell asleep
I love
during
the
one
Fast and Furious movies. I love them.
I fell
They're
asleep
so
during-
bad. Like now at this
They're
point,
horrible.
like they're so bad, they're entertaining. Like that.
What are they
That's
like
it.
up to 8
But-
now?
I think so. They went to space in the last one.
No.
Oh my
I think
God.
9.
Yeah, 9.
It's either
The
9.
next, 9, because the next one is supposed to be the last one.
Yeah, because Vin Diesel keeps trying to get The Rock to do it, and he won't do it,
Mhm.
and he
Yeah,
kept
they
baiting
hate
him and
each other.
shit. Yeah, they
the last movie I could think of that I really liked with The Rock in it was The Rundown.
The Rundown is really good. That has
Was
Sean
that
William
with
Scott in it too.
Stifler?
Yep.
Yeah. I came with something like when sometimes they were doing like those movies. If you buy one of them, they have like 3 other movies in it. Like that was one of the other movies. I'm like, yeah, it was all right for what it was. Dude, he fucking kicked ass in this movie. I want to see more of Black Adam. Again, Tony said it earlier too. As soon as he came in, he just finished watching it, and he said he was so damn hyped. He wants to see it again. That's the type of movie that you want. Something again, and Tony, you could say it one more time if you want, man. This movie is about freedom.
Yes. Yeah. And it's about what it takes to get that freedom, Sometimes you can't be the white knight, and they try. And that's one of the rules for radicals is, trying to use people's values and rules against them. But sometimes you just have to kick somebody square in the nuts to win the fight,
So Tony, what you're saying is you enjoyed this movie so much that you're going to be coming again to see it.
Yes.
It was so good. He had a smoke and a pancake afterwards.
I could be coming in a theater near you.
Okay. Yep, pinching the tip through half the movie. That
my
damn
God.
good.
Wash your hands.
And I dug in the popcorn bucket. It was great.
Gotta wear a bib, man.
But yeah, it was entertaining as shit. Yeah, I was happy about that. I enjoyed. I wasn't sold on Shazam until I actually saw the movie, and I thought it was an entertaining movie. Saw it afterwards as well. It was good. This movie's way better. I think you have a solid performance from The Rock. I know it's The Rock's always The Rock, but I thought he did a really good job here. And when they did like the shit in the past, because he speaks with the in some kind of ancient Egyptian type shit, whatever, from Conduct. But I think he did a great job there. The story, they got the Black Adam story down solid. I'm happy with that. How they introduced him into this world, happy with that. What he does in here, his power set, he's Superman level power set, and maybe a little more because he's got magic. So it's
Did
a good
Hawkman
thing.
smell what he was cooking though? That's what I want to know.
Hawkman was really good in this too. Dude, I'm telling you, the whole cast, I was more than happy with. Pierce Brosnan, they need to make a movie with him on Dr. Fate. He's a character when you see him and how he brings this class to the performance, as always. When you see him, you're like, yeah, can we get a full movie with Dr. Fate, please? Because it's so interesting. Again, that helmet, the source of his power and everything, it's a fucking universe in there. So much going on, so much they could feed off of, and what they could build on there. You could have Hawkman in there as well. You could show how their friendship and how long they've known each other for. Like, it all works. What they have there makes sense. I know a lot of people, like, again, we mentioned it earlier too. They're like, oh, it kind of felt like it was out of nowhere. It's the Justice Society. It was fine for the movie that they have here and what they built. You could see that it ties into some of the shit with Amanda Waller. Like, they put enough elements in there where I didn't feel like I was just like, just pulled out of the movie and like, oh, what? Well, why is this happening? I didn't feel that. It was like,
never pull out, Vinny. Never pull out.
Are you horny, Tommy?
Are you offering, Tony?
No, but you felt like it did kind of come out of nowhere, but by the end of the movie, you felt like you knew these Justice Society characters. You felt like you understood the relationship that they all have with each other. Maybe Cyclone was just a bit underdeveloped, but nothing bad, but it makes me want to see more of them now.
Yeah. Again, I was more than fine with them. Adam Smasher, I thought he was fine. I thought what they did, the banter that they had in there was good with Hawkman. You and me, like there was funny shit that kind of worked, and they threw back to it a couple times, and it made sense because, like, kid goofed. I told him there is a cameo in there that I know no one's going to talk about, but I'm going to wait for everyone else to watch it first before we bring it up. And I thought it was funny. It was in the beginning, and it was attached to Adam Smasher, but I was like, like, why is he there? But at the same time, I'm like, hey, he's there.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference. No matter what DC is doing, they're doing it wrong because they don't have me, Rorschach, in one of their movies. They are making a terrible mistake. Bring me in because I do not compromise.
So, what's the plan going forward? They're going to do Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and then they're going to do a Shazam Black Adam movie.
Yes, from what I understood. But it looks like they're going to do. It looks like they need to do another Superman movie. And there's some other elements that have to be put in place. The Rock said it too. He goes, there needs to be more story before we get darker stuff, because Black Adam, he is a villain in the comics, and he's going to go a darker path for sure.
Yeah.
What they have in this one, you could see where you could see that it's there for sure. Again, his body count is fucking insane. And it's so entertaining. I could watch him ripping people apart all day. Fucking zapping them into ash, ripping off arms. Like, more of that, please. Like, how could you watch and be like, it's a movie. It's a movie? Dude, those fucking big YouTubers could go suck it. This shit was entertaining and a lot of fun. Go fucking support it. If you haven't seen it, go support it. Runner said he was disappointed.
Once again, the so-called bigger YouTubers. Bigger. Anyway, so these are the same people that sat there and creamed their pants when they were going to get Luke in The Mandalorian and Star Wars was saved. I'm supposed to take them people seriously?
Yeah, right.
Oh, damn! Shots fired.
They're sitting there with their R2D2 popcorn in the front row seat. Oh god, yeah. Let's get more Raylo. I
see it, so you don't have to.
Hold on. I'm gonna pretend to be manly, and I'm gonna chop off heads of dolls.
Oh man.
Humble. What? 4 years
Reddit.
later in the book? Oh, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, sorry. You want
Did
shots
somebody order a
fired?
pizza?
It's behind the dump.
Yeah, but they shouldn't rush these because they kind of rushed Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
So they have something special here with Shazam and Black Adam. They should take their time and build that up right.
Dude, rushing Batman versus Superman, that is an understatement of the year right now. That's like somebody trying to get in and out of a porta potty real quick because of the stench. That's how bad they rushed that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Hated that
Superman.
movie.
We'll get
God.
Friggin' frog's gay.
What they did to Superman. Oh,
What they did to Doomsday. Oh my God.
Hold on. You needed a Man of Steel 2. You didn't need Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
That whole movie was a fucking clusterfuck. It was a mess. And that's the reason why most of this shit went out the window. Henry Cavill was fired. The Rock confirmed it. And that's the reason why Black Adam, again, for those who didn't tune in earlier, that's the reason why Black Adam took an extra 6 years to be made from when they greenlit it and were ready to go. It's because The Rock said, no, we need to have this other element in. We need to bring Superman back. If you guys don't do it, I'm not doing this film. So they fought tooth and nail. They had to wait for Zaslav to come in, and he was on board too. He goes, hold on. Whatever you want to say about the Zack Snyder shit, yes, there's a lot of bad stuff that was done, but they established some very solid characters, and that's what they're going off of. So we don't have to keep referring back to that shit. It's there. It exists. Fine. You can't keep rebooting these characters. I think it's a colossal fucking mistake. Recasting and rebooting is going to fuck it up. What you do is go from this point, and now you just kind of go in a more proper direction. Hire better people who know how to tell proper stories. Make Superman hope again, because that's what you need.
Yes.
And this is what the old guard did not want. They wanted to usher in, again, affirmative action Superman. They wanted to put in this fucking forced bullshit that does not work. This movie, Black Adam, has natural diversity in it, and it works just fine. I had no problem with who was black, who was white. I didn't give a shit. They were entertaining, and they did a damn good job with their acting. There was no woke horse shit in there. It pushed the message of freedom and what you're going to do to fight for it. That stuff works. Having, again, a very strong lead works. Someone who's a man works. Not a fucking little... I want to say it, but I can't say it, and my brain's not going in the direction. I just want to say really bad stuff.
I will give you exactly what my buddy Jens would say. No good soy, bitch.
Thank you. Yes. So, but again, so where are they going to go now makes more sense. They have to go on this path. So this movie has to do well. Keep supporting it, people, because they're going to give us the shit that we do want. You know, don't listen to these fucking shitty YouTubers. Don't listen to the bad fucking people who are trying to bury it with their shitty reviews. It's a fun movie. It's worth it for that alone. It's worth it for the action. If you just want to see The Rock slaughtering people, hey, go for that. But I think we need more of this type of stuff because where they're going to go makes more sense. They're going to build into his character. They got maybe another movie and a half where they could start to make him go very, very dark. For the third Shazam movie, since they're going to be pulling him into it, what you do is, because they know that this guy was not supposed to be freed. They already built that up in the first movie. Don't know what to touch upon in Fury of the Gods, but he's out now. So there's a reason why they made sure to be released before Fury of the Gods. Because they're going to have him in there in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Because they know that Shazam and his family, right, maybe more than that, I'm hoping, but they have to put that element in there because he is dangerous. The Wizard said that to Billy. He's a dangerous person. He's supposed to be locked up. He's not supposed to be out. So they're going to be forced to try to stop him. And I know in that process, there's going to be other shit that happens, and you could start to push him down the darker path. how they ended that mid-credit scene on here, there's still more to chew on before we get to that point or during that point. So they need better writers to make sure it's going to happen. And I think under Zaslav's direction, they could do that. And that's why they pulled a lot of those movies too, to put the cameos of Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, to put more Henry Cavill in there. They said they're bringing Ben Affleck back as well to do cameos. Good. That's what you need to do. They're established already. Start doing the proper movies now. You have time to fix it. And Parrot Head for 99 cents. He sent me a super sticker. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. For 99 cents. Let's see what we can find you. We'll give you a Conan because that's always fun. Or no. I'm sorry. We're in horror. We're in horror month. Well, we'll give you some Ash.
Now that's what I call cleavage.
I like the other one too, but I don't know about that one.
I prefer the other cleavage.
True, but yeah. So I don't know.
Without spoiling anything either, that last kill towards the end of the movie,
yeah,
that was one of the better. Yeah, that was fucking awesome how he eliminated the threat.
Yes. Again, Mortal Kombat style fatalities, we'll call them.
Yes, very much.
And I love that shit. Again, playing as him in Injustice was so much fun too. If you guys have ever played that game, yeah, because you could do those. I love that they have those fatalities in there too. Yeah. So give us the good stuff. Yeah. Hold on. You know what? I think someone sent me something before too. Let's play another bumper just for the hell of it.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
The name's Stryker. I'm sitting down and facing front. Why would you want to know that?
Stryker. Stryker.
And yeah, Runner says, yeah, he hopes there's a rated R cut. I think they're going to do some kind of unrated cut. I got a feeling that definitely, because I believe there was something in the trailer that was not in the movie, if I remember correctly. I did get up to pee once, so there's a part where he's hitting either side of a plane, or two of them that were side by side. Was that in the film? Do you remember, Tony?
I mean, there was a few scenes where he was like at the beginning, he took one of the helicopters and kind of smashed it into the other one.
Yeah, that was really cool. But there was one where he was almost like the Iron Man thing. Like they were the two jets on either side of him, and he hammers one with his fist, and then he hits the other one. That happened.
Like those little speeder jets or whatever they're flying around in.
I thought they were bigger. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'll probably go see it again too because I fucking enjoyed it and I want to support it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, $140 million opening. It looks like.
Yeah. I think I had pulled up before the stream, and it did good numbers. They said it did better than Shazam. So, and that went on to make, I think, close to 500 million worldwide. So that's not bad. I think they said they need 500 million to break even or something close to that, because the movie itself was about, I think, 190 million, and then you gotta tack on at least 100 million for advertisement and shit. So yeah, it looks like it grossed 67 million domestic. Yeah, and 73.
I think part of the problem with Black Adam is outside the comic book fan base, the normies don't know nothing about him. So that actually is probably where it's killing them a little bit. Otherwise, these numbers would probably be a lot better considering just the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. But that's why I think too, like he's been throwing out those hints in a very big way of who else is in the film and all that other shit. But and I think that's another reason why I think the Justice Society's in there, because if you get a handful of characters people don't know too much about, but they recognize from other shit. because like Hawkman, I think he's been in a couple of TV shows and stuff.
He was in Legends of
Legends.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, like
Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
yeah, some of these characters, like they have some of that stuff in there, which is fine. But again, I think they handle his backstory in a really good way. Because I knew what the full story is. The normies didn't, so I know like when you go into it and you see what happened, because they go back to the past, like they show two different times, but and kind of what went down. So, but I think it works. I think it works in a good way because there's enough in there. You have his origin story is there, so that's key. That's crucial. And then kind of what his motivations are from that point.
I think that's part of the reason why they miss out on. There's golden opportunities that they could use to build up these characters that nobody knows about. So you started off by hinting at them in a bigger character's movie that everybody knows and loves that character. I mean, if you looked over and over again, like when they've done characters that were lesser known or more like the cult favorites. Like the Punisher. That's why the Punisher movies didn't do as well, because he wasn't like a mainstream character. And it would be the same thing with something with Lobo. They would definitely have to have Superman in there. They would have to have the Justice League in order to make a Lobo movie work. You got to have all those elements in there. I mean, there's been plenty of other instances where these characters that are lesser known, the movies just did not do as well. Judge Dredd is another one. A lot of us comic book fans know of Judge Dredd, but the normies out there have no clue who Judge Dredd is. So,
yeah, you're right. So that's it. You gotta add a little more firepower, a little more star power in there. The good thing though is that this is, I think, his biggest opening movie. So for domestic, like I think, because his other one that Hobbs and Shaw, I think that did around 62 million. So this is 67 million during a time where people aren't really going out to the movies anymore. Like I think Spider-Man was like pretty much one of the last big ones that people like really dumping money into, and they want to go out and see.
And again, that was 20 years worth of equity built.
Yes. And I'll give Doctor Strange that too. The Multiverse of Madness, like it did very solid numbers as well. More than solid. What was it, like 900 million? But since those two movies, you didn't really have much else out there. So in terms of like the superhero genre stuff, and I know a lot of them, they don't want to see this type of thing because, like Tony said too, the message is too good, and they don't want that. One, and two, he's a very powerful, masculine, high T fucking type character. So yeah. Plus, again, they don't want to see heroes killing people. Wah. Fuck you. He's not a hero. They say it in the trailer too. He's not a hero. And in the comics, that's it. He is a fucking villain. He has his view. He believes in his views. Again, this is old school stuff. He's over 5,000 years old. So he's not going to change overnight. 140 million altogether. But yeah, 73 million international. Those are really good numbers. So yeah, keep supporting this one. Yeah, we'll see what they're going to do and where they're going to go. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, I'm pumped to see it, man. I wanted to see it this weekend. I just didn't get a chance.
Okay, man. Yeah. Well, you guys are gonna enjoy it, I think, for sure. We had a ball with it. Again, Tony, he just saw it. He's ready to go see it again. So that should say a lot right there.
Yeah. I'm hoping the word of mouth will kind of keep this movie alive too. Like it'll have a good second weekend, not much of a drop off.
Yeah.
And kind of keep it going from there.
Yeah, hopefully the Twatterverse doesn't do any kind of damage. Most people ignore the Twatterverse anyway. But
well, so far isn't Maverick doesn't Maverick hold the record for the least drop off of sales from the second weekend?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was. I mean, it deserves every penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Yeah, the drop off from week 1 to week 2 on Maverick was only 26, almost 27%.
Damn.
And then the following one, the drop off was only 3.5%. Which is insane. And then at like the 5th week, because in that following week was only a 7.8% drop off. The following one was like 53%. Then it was 6%, 2%, Then June 3rd, for some reason, on June 3rd, it went up 72.9%. What the fuck happened in June?
No idea.
Nothing else was out.
And that's where you know that it's willful that these studio execs are putting this shit out, because it's not like there's not examples of when a movie is well executed and it gives people what they want, what the result is going to be. I mean, they just have to look at Maverick's results and just look at the formula. It was pay homage to the past, let the character be who he is, don't emasculate him with the new blood, let him kick ass, and let the second generation come up and fill their role as, when Hangman's kind of, spoilers, hello, when he saved him in the end, like he showed up in the nick of time. They allowed a new character to shine at the same time. It wasn't a diversity character. It was just a scumbag, toxic white male who shows up to help him, and it's like it did everything. It had every opportunity to shit the bed, and it just didn't. And that was great. So yeah, I want them to earn all the money, even though Tom Cruise is a weirdo.
He is. He's a massive weirdo.
But he's our lovable weirdo.
Yeah.
He's our fucking weirdo.
He was really awesome to the fans, though, when he was like, we did this for the fans, and it's like that. I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also like foregoing the releasing it on streaming, like resisting and saying no, we're gonna wait until we can launch this in a theater. I mean, that I respected the hell out of that, because I mean, think about that, how much capital you put forward into making a movie, and just to have it on ice for years and for an undisclosed amount of time. That's a gamble.
And you know what another big difference is? I mean, I know some of the people will probably say that they're milking it, but if the numbers are still doing good, it's not milking it. Milking it is putting a failed project back in the theater to try to hope to recoup your losses, like Disney has done a few times.
Like they're doing with Avatar now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I think that movie's gonna flop. I think they're not gonna make their money back. No fucking way. It's Fern Gully.
Too. Yes. Hey, so I've kind of got to get going. Just cause I got to get up for work tomorrow. But
oh yeah, it's all good.
Also, we have to hook up a new modem, because lately even right now, I said I think Black Adam did 140 million worldwide, and then I looked up and there were just loading circles on my screen, like my internet keeps going in and out, so I got to get this new modem hooked up, because my modem's from like 1964. So yeah.
Whatever you do, Tony, don't show it off your phone. That's how we got working internet right now. We're tapping into your system.
Well, that explains the loading screens on my
yeah. Make sure you get one that's DOCSIS 3 what is it rated, that way you can download your porn while you stream.
Hell yes.
Packet prioritization, brother.
Good to know.
Oh shit. Well, Tony, you're awesome, brother. Yeah, let everybody know where they can find you as well.
Yeah, come check out the Clown World Review. We'll be streaming the Monday Night War retrospective on Tuesday, so I look forward to that. And I should be on ETEPS tomorrow night, along with Vinny, Think Draven as well. For Going in Raw, so it should be a good time.
Oh yeah, man! Always a blast. Love having you here. And I don't know if you saw it before, but we'll play another good bumper just for you.
Don't laugh! Don't laugh! She's right. She's right. This crack shit's killing him. This super crack will get the job done a lot quicker.
Thank you for that. And I wanted to say too, pleasure to stream with you again, Lasso. I'm glad you're back. We missed you.
Oh, likewise. Nice to see you too.
Hell yes. So have a good night, Adega. Have a good night, everyone in the chat. Anyone I'm missing, Keely Chow. Manliness and motivation. Thank you for the Tubin references again. Always makes me feel loved to be compared to him. Runner, Nuke, everybody. Love you guys. So have a good night, everyone.
You too, brother.
Stay moist, Tony. Stay moist.
Yeah.
Take care.
Always moist out.
Like a Boston cream pie. Oh shit! Oh, he's got it up right now.
It's the Frankenhooker. If you guys haven't seen it, it is the best. Well, it's the worst best movie ever.
Yes,
it's still up, it's still up on Tubi, right?
It's on Peacock as well.
Okay.
So if you have Peacock, it's on there. Go watch it. It's great.
Which is hilarious too, because I didn't realize it. I haven't seen this movie until today. I think I seen pieces of it a long time ago.
I seen it as a kid, and like it just stuck out to me. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know what it was called at first, and then like maybe like within the last 5 or 6 years, I refound it. But,
something should have given it away, Frankenhooker.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, it's a trauma movie, and I got to hang out with them.
It's originally by another company, and then they bought out the guys that did Basket Case and Frankenhooker.
Yeah,
so Troma owns the rights and stuff to Frankenhooker now.
Yep. So they actually because Troma they had a booth in New York Comic Con, and one of my friends, her brother was there, and I got to hang out with him a little bit, and then he brought me over to meet all the people. And she was there. I was hanging out with her.
Nice.
I didn't know. I like when I watched the movie, I'm like, oh shit, that's her. Holy shit! It gave me like those nostalgia kind of.
Hey, you know what? No matter what you say, I think it's very commendable that Julie Brown had work before MTV. That's all I'm going to say.
No, this chick's way hotter. But
I was gonna say the vibes you were giving Vinny were like, damn, she's a smoke show.
She is. She still was, at least what was it, 6 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, dude, no. Cool. Super nice. Very nice. Her daughter is stunning as well. Holy crap. But yeah, God bless them.
Easy,
Good
Biden.
people.
What's going on with that?
She's legal, chief.
Yeah, didn't you hear what Biden said? She's getting too old. Getting too old.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Oh, that's great.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no. Like I said, good people out there, and yeah. So that was awesome. I left my ass.
This is what happens when you take the super crack. You lose your head.
That's right.
Dude, they were exploding. That was the funniest shit.
Yeah, it was.
When they found it and they were going ape shit over it. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. Go watch if you guys haven't. It's he said it's worth it for Halloween.
Looks like a live action of Madballs.
Dude, well, Tommy, you could avoid it because there's a horrible traumatic scene in that movie.
There
and
is.
I know it's going to upset you in every possible way.
Mm-hmm.
So don't see it.
He's got to test the super crack out first.
Stop
see if
it.
Works.
No, don't do it.
Oh, well, you don't want to see what we already got working for that comic book because, yeah. That's not so good stuff either.
Wait, in the comic book you have exploding guinea pigs too?
Well, they're not exploding, but they, they're being experimented on.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Damn. Oh, wait. Okay. Wow.
Well, that's why God created guinea pigs.
This is true.
And this is why we shall have our revenge.
Hold on. Parrot Head sent me something excellent, and I think everyone deserves to see this. One of them I could actually show. So, yeah, Lesbian Brokeback Mountain remake starring Margot Robbie and Emma Watson confirmed. Yeah, I'm conflicted. On one hand, if this were true, it would be annoyed with Hollywood trying to remake every movie with female leads because my vagina feminism. On the other hand,
would be lotion.
Excellent, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
That's great.
Sponsored by Jergens.
It reminds me of that that is it a GIF or something of Kermit and he's got the tissue box. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
If you can find it, yeah, we'll pull it up.
I'm gonna try. to find it.
Nobody shared that meme with 3'3", did they? Because there's going to be no lotion or anything in any store for months.
Oh shit! He sent me another one. I didn't see this. Tommy's gonna love this. I'm gonna show it for 2 in 1 though.
Oh no!
All right, that's enough. Oh, shit. This was hilarious too. Oh, he sent me a lot of gold. Wait a minute, we got the finally Samuel L. Jackson garden gnome. Say what again? Oh fuck! Shit, had I seen that, I'd buy that.
I know, it's awesome.
Oh fuck!
There it is.
Mace motherfucking Windu.
This was funny too. Well, I'm gonna have to take monetization off anyway on this fucking thing.
Oh no!
Christmas 2022.
Pfizer Barbie.
I've seen this.
Oh man.
It's terrible.
Oh,
Kermit, he's ready for that new Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. There's an actual video of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Of this?
Yeah.
Was this a fan thing?
Yeah, it's a fan thing.
That's
it might have been like with was it chat roulette or whatever? I think it was something.
I like how Draven's saying it like he doesn't really know. After he's
I haven't seen it in years. It's like old.
Times. Oh,
it's
come
like
on!
old.
You've got that thing downloaded on your computer.
It's a desktop picture.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry. I've been missing the Skeletor, the Savage Skeletor Saturdays. I'm sorry, folks. So we'll make it up. There was because I started posting them and then I stopped. Yeah, it was Mom. Don't stick your dick in Crazy. Me after seeing Crazy, I'm gonna stick my dick in it.
That's funny.
There was one. I had another good one. Let me see. There's a couple of them I couldn't put up because they were really fucking savage, and I know
Spicy.
Yeah, they were very spicy. Let's see if I had it. I still have it up here somewhere. Oh yeah, there was another good one. We'll make up for last week, so we have 2 of them now. This was the other one. If a profile says, "You know me, but not my story," it's meth and dicks. It's always meth and dicks.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. I said good day.
That's what happens when you steal fizzy lifting drinks, bro.
Right? Unbelievable. Always a good one. That's how he's going through them now. Yeah. I had so many bumpers I put in here. It's just I go through them all. The Pelosi one's always hilarious. But yeah. I don't know. Scotsman, have you seen this one?
I'm going to shoot one peasant a day until he gives himself up.
Don't you think it's cruel and heartless, even for you, Your Excellency?
What if I just wounded one peasant a day? You are right. I'm not thinking clearly. This Zorro has me loco.
God, I need to find that movie.
I know. Dude, they're trying to pull it everywhere. You were not kidding. Holy shit. I guess they don't like certain things, these scumbags. But it's just I don't know. They want to take away all the funny stuff.
I found the video of that. It's great.
Oh, what? Zorro the Gay Blade?
No. The Kermit the Frog thing. I'll put it in private.
Nice.
I told you he had it on his computer.
I didn't. I had to look it up. It's Kermit the Frog's reaction to, I think, Two Girls, One Cup, and he's there watching, and then like he's like, "Oh, this is awful," and then like he like looks back and forth to make sure nobody's there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Disgusting.
It's from Funny or Die, like back in the day.
Okay. I dropped you an odd one, Vinny. I haven't figured it out yet. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Is there a video or something you were trying to? Oh, hold on. I think I found you Kermit one. Are they gonna? This belongs to somebody though. They'll do a copyright claim, won't they?
For what?
For the Kermit.
I'm not sure. It's Funny or Die, but does Funny or Die even exist anymore?
I don't think so. This says it's guy's Jeff. He's got 5,000
they re-uploaded
subscribers.
it.
He re-uploaded, but I don't know if they'll try to copyright claim.
They might.
Yeah, I won't bother. We did enough damage, I think, tonight.
Oh, do you want me to break out Jesse Ventura?
You son of a bitch! No. Well, again, we're gonna have to do a Rumble or a fucking Odyssey thing or something soon, because I know they're getting even more dickish towards everything. It's a bunch of vaginas.
I'm working on getting my Rumble channel going as well.
Nice. I gotta still sign up for it.
I have mine set up.
I haven't yet because I had everything like linked over to Odyssey, but I might just do a Rumble too. What the hell? But yeah, because this is what I want to do to Mama Susan.
For me. Seriously. Well, actually, just one more. Oh, good. I was starting to feel like a real dick.
I would have went more with the Misery. That would have been better.
Yes. See, we gotta get more clips in here. I haven't had time to put more stuff in. I mean, I do have a good chunk of stuff, but yeah, we need even more. You know. I had another good Ash one. We could just play that for the sake of it. What the hell?
Chopping up my evil clone. Maybe someday that'll feel weird.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I need to watch that.
I love that series. Go watch it. You're gonna love it, man.
Yeah.
It's on what, Stars?
I think it's on Netflix right now.
Yeah. It's on Netflix. You know what though? I mean, I know everybody talks really good. I liked the first few seasons, but I felt like somewhere going towards the end, it kind of lost a little steam.
Yeah, it did.
I'd say maybe a smidge, but again, Bruce Campbell is just so funny and entertaining. I was still okay with it, and how it ended was fine too. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I didn't have a problem with the ending, but I had like the lot of the stuff in between before they got to that. Like it just, I just felt like I was kind of drudging through some of it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I still enjoyed them. I look forward to all of them when they were coming out. I'd say, yeah, maybe parts of the third season were weaker. I will agree with you on that. But again, I think it's because they gave us so much good shit in season 1 and 2. I mean, again, going back to the cabin and all that stuff, Lee Majors as his dad. Like, there's a lot of awesome things in there. His sister.
Not only that, but you talked about it before, and some other people talked about it before. How he was trying to do this as kind of like a love letter to the fans of the original show, and nobody was watching it. Everybody was bootlegging
it. Yep. Yeah. Well, again, you're right. So you could have them just being upset as well. You know. So if you're not if your heart's not in it, or the fans keep doing what the fuck they were doing, because he was really infuriated. He kept trying to make some jokes here and there, but at the same time, he's like, fuck, yeah. It's like, guys, you don't support it. We can't make another season. That's going to be it. Get your asses out there and fucking watch it.
Yep.
Because you buy all the other Blu-rays, the re-releases and everything. Watch this fucking series. But again, it was still good. I loved it, man. And Runner said that he met Kelly and Pablo at Horror Hound. Nice.
Nope, he did. I was waiting for him to get out of the photo op.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, they are fucking great. And Kelly's awesome.
Oh, God, that must have been terrifying for them seeing you stalking them.
Uh-oh.
Seeing me stalk them or Runner stalk them?
You, I'm sure you were.
Oh,
right
I
there
was
too.
outside of the room. I was with his two friends. That.
Oh, why did they have bright lights on in there?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Shit, man. But excellent stuff. I don't know. Do you guys want to do that for next week? We could do a good breakdown of Ash versus Evil Dead. If you guys want to get into more of that stuff and more of the Evil Dead franchise altogether, we could have a big discussion on next Sunday.
I would totally be up for that.
Hell yeah. Great. Then we'll do that. That gives us everybody a week. Everyone, if you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. They're half-hour episodes too, so they'll fly by quickly. You could probably zip
go
through those
fucking
seasons.
watch it.
Yes.
Damn.
That's one more time. Tell them again, Trina.
Go fucking watch it.
Hell
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Do it. Do it now. Screw your freedom. Watch the show. Do it.
I gotta work next Sunday.
Oh man.
She won't be able to come on
Son of
this
a
stream.
No, I work nights, sadly.
Damn
Sucks.
it. Well, don't. All right. If
But
you're
I will
not-
watch it. I will watch it though. But
Good. Watch. What about
Got
Friday?
ourselves a slack jaw vampire.
this
twig
coming
in this-
Friday, I work. That's
this
when I
panel,
start
baby.
the nights.
Listen, we did this before. We're going to do it again. This is Matt Walsh, and my next special is going to be How to Be a Vampire. It's gonna star Draven. We're gonna follow him, and we're gonna find out what it means to be a vampire. Is it manliness? Is there a lot of testosterone in there? Will he suck the blood of someone from Transylvania? And if he does, never mind.
I'll tell you what. I'm not too worried about this vampire guy. I've got a shot to take him out, and it's not going to be a problem at all. I'll
That'd
have
be a
work on my
silver
next
bullet,
film.
buddy.
We'll take care of him.
Or a wooden bullet. What, there was something that they shot wooden bullets at people.
Wooden bullet.
Yeah.
And I forget what that was.
I know. Oh man, now I forget too.
That was me.
I'll fill you with UV bullets.
Oh
had
yeah.
My old piece of driftwood. I shot those bullets into your mom.
Oh my god.
All right.
UV bullets. What movie? I mean, what show was that in?
UV bullets. I think that was.
That's
wasn't that
Underworld.
Was it
Yeah.
Underworld? Didn't Ultraviolet do something like that too?
Yeah, I think so. I
remember the Mila Jovovich movie had something like that.
I think it might have been in another the new Helsing show. The one that it's a female lead.
Maybe.
Her name is Vanessa Helsing. It's awful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I seen part of that. It was terrible. I think I watched
Yeah.
the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I had to shut it off.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, screw that. Runner, yeah, dude. If you want to come on next week, yeah, I can put you on there. He's a good dude. Let me see. I'm gonna write that down because I know I'll probably end up forgetting. Yeah, that's Sunday.
You want me to remind you? I got a steel trap for a memory.
Yeah, please do.
Plus,
if
I'm
I
connected
forget.
to the entire collective. They won't let me forget.
Nice. All right. I'm jotting it down in case as well. But yes, yeah, dude. Excellent. Runner, yeah, we'll get you down for that one. Because big fan of that stuff. And yes, Evil Dead 2 really got me into it. I seen some horror stuff here and there, but what really made me start to love horror was Evil Dead 2. My cousin, he came, he was visiting, and he went to the what do you call it, the VHS store, and he's like, guys, you got to see this. I'm like, what? He's like, this shit is so fucking good, but it's funny too. And I'm like, huh? Like, we were young for all that shit, but he was really into the horror stuff. He's like, I think you're gonna love this. He put it on, dude. We fell in love with it. We wanted to watch it over and over again. And at the end too, it's like, what the fuck happened when the portal opened up? It's like, are they doing another one? And at the time, it's like, yeah. I heard that they're making the other one. They're doing it, but it wasn't released yet.
I'll tell you what,
Army of
it
Darkness
wasn't
was the first one I saw.
It wasn't actually a horror movie that got me interested in it. It was actually more of a, I guess you would call that like a suspense thriller. It's because it really wasn't horror. It was the original Psycho and Psycho 2, because my mother was like heavily into those movies, and she took me to see Psycho 2 when I was younger. So
Nice.
I mean, that kind of stuff stuck with me. And then after that, it was Friday the 13th, and then actually before Friday the 13th, it was Halloween. Then it was Friday the 13th, and then other stuff down the road, like a Nightmare and stuff like that. So,
yeah, man. Dude, yeah. Again, those black and white ones. I watched all of them when I was a kid too. I love all the Universal shit. Psycho was definitely up there as well. When I was a kid, when we went to Universal Studios, they had the mansion and all that stuff, and they had like the little stage thing, and they showed you kind of how Hitchcock, did the famous shower scene. I was really interested in all that stuff.
Dude, that Steelbook I have from FYE, when they had the Steelbook Collector's Edition with the additional footage and everything on there, they do have an extended part for the shower scene where you actually kind of get the more blood look to it. I mean, it's not tons of it, but there is a bit more.
Cool, man. Yeah, I know, because they were getting so strict back then. But I get the suspense. Oh, excuse me. The suspense and everything that they did with those old school kind of movies, they worked. And I'm sorry, Hitchcock was a master. Rear Window.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the one he did with Cary Grant.
He had Vertigo.
Vertigo, North by Northwest. Even again, the ones that aren't horror either, the ones that are just like suspense and intrigue, they really knew what they were doing. And I know a lot of these kind of movies, they don't go that direction anymore. We were just on ETOP's stream last night, and we watched that movie Fallen again, and it had those vibes. It had the great pacing. You have a classy lead actor, but you had something that's unexpected, something supernatural, and it worked. They did enough pacing in that movie. It was all really, really good. So that's another big recommendation. If you guys have not seen it, go watch Fallen.
Here's another oddball one. I think it was 1981 or maybe 82, somewhere in that time frame. They had one that's called Ghost Story. Now I know they've had later movies with the same title, but if you find the early one from the 80s called Ghost Story, that is a pretty weird. It's not really it's more like the suspense horror type stuff. The same thing. That one's pretty cool though. It deals with a group of guys in aging years, and then some of their kids that wind up getting involved in something that these guys did when they were younger that comes back to haunt them and starts taking them out.
Cool,
but it's done in an interesting way. It's not like a whole bunch of gore and everything. Yeah, it's really creepy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Like I said, there's a lot of talent out there. So yeah, go back, check out some of the older stuff. That's what I love having these conversations too. Like again, Tommy, there's a bunch of shit he's seen. There's a bunch of stuff other people haven't seen. Mix and match, see what you could find and look up. And definitely, if you could find these things too on physical media, support the good shit, because all of it is disappearing.
And there's places like Shot Factory and like Synapse that if you're into horror, they do stuff that normally wouldn't get a major DVD release or whatever.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, Draven. You know what? Big shout out to Fanzine and Runner. Yeah, always talking about that stuff along with Tom Connors. Always talking about the physical medium with some of those companies Shout is doing. Amazing stuff,
and a couple others too.
Yeah, Shout Factory. If you join, you can get obscure horror, and it's awesome for horror fans.
Yeah,
that is cool. Very good to know too. See, everybody, get out there, watch the good stuff, keep supporting everything. Yeah, Vincent Price movies are always excellent too.
Yeah.
What would the wax the wax museum one? Was that the name? The House of Wax. That was it. Like that shit was cool too. That was creepy. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So
manliness. He knows what I'm talking about. That was freaky, wasn't it?
cool, man. Yeah, I want to look up some of this stuff for sure. You know, great stuff. Yeah, Dig, have a great night. Yeah, we're about to wrap up anyway too. Yeah, I don't want to keep people too long. This thing went 3 hours. But again, next week, yeah, we'll do Ash versus Evil Dead and the whole franchise of Evil Dead. We'll hit all that great stuff. Because and again, yeah, too. If you guys want to rewatch the even the remake thing, well, it's kind of its own thing. I enjoyed that as a horror movie. I thought that shit was really fucking good. You know.
I didn't see it. I can't.
Well, and again, just it's worth watching if you do just like straight up horror, and because it's a gore fest too. It's very dark. That director did an amazing job with it, and yeah, I mean, again, Bruce and Raimi, they gave full support. They were there 100% with that movie. And with what was actually supposed to happen was they were going to do one more Ash movie. They were going to do, well, her movie came out. They were going to do one more Ash one, and then they were going to do a third movie that had them together. That was the full plan of the.
Well, I think the way it was represented to it, and a lot of us, and maybe I might be, thinking the same thing Lasso was when I first seen it. It looked like it was just a total remake of the original characters, and it is the reason that I refused to watch it.
Yeah, but it wasn't, and you're right. It's the way that they pushed it was wrong.
It's like an alternate universe of the same.
More or less, yeah. That's why I'm still curious to see where they would have gone with that. Although I am happy with what they did with Ash versus Evil Dead, and they ended up doing that whole series. So fucking good. And
because of like with the portals being open and stuff. Yeah, they were gonna do stuff with that, and it'd be like a multiverse kind of thing.
Oh, that makes sense because of it.
Because of the Book of the Dead and all that.
Yeah, and how he was involved in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you what, man, I am so glad that I have my physical copies of both book one and book two, and the Necronomicon ones.
Oh hell yeah!
The only one I could never find the Army of Darkness, and I know they made it in the Necronomicon book as well, but I could never find that damn thing. The only ones I've ever seen was the Australian versions.
Damn.
Tommy, you can say Necronomicon, not Necronomicon, bro. Let's be
yeah,
PC,
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
That's why you call me Cracker, just not Cracker.
Yeah, no hard R's here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Runner. If you haven't seen the remake, go ahead, watch it this week too. If you could find it, go ahead. It is worth the watch. Again, it's a straight up horror movie. It's not a comedy thing in there. It's good. That director, that was his first major movie, and then he ended up doing the one with the guy from Avatar. He played the blind man.
Quiet Place.
No,
or
Quiet
no.
Place was the other one.
Yeah. Shit.
Hold on, we're gonna find the actors. And then
Stephen Lang. Don't
Stephen
Breathe.
Lang. That's the dude.
Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe too.
Yes.
I haven't seen the sequel, but
sequel's pretty good too. Actually, I saw that recently. I'm like, because I'm like, what are they gonna do with this story? But it was actually good. I enjoyed it.
They make him like a good guy in the second one, don't they?
Sort of.
Because in the first one, he was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was a very bad guy in the first one.
Yeah.
This one, it's more of. Yeah. Well, it's just because the other people are just so horrible. So, but Don't Breathe was really good.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. Yeah, it was Freddie Alvarez was the director.
Most of the stuff Stephen Lang is in is usually pretty good.
Yeah, he's awesome. I didn't realize either. That Freddie Alvarez, he also worked on the that sequel to the girl with the dragon tattoo, the girl in the spider's web. He did that one. He did a quiet play. I'm sorry, Don't Breathe 2. Although I think he produced Don't Breathe 2. But yeah, Evil Dead, the 2013 one, definitely worth watching. Great horror movie. He's got a
I'm
great
getting the vibes
vision.
of that dude.
Well, I
has
sure
sensitive
hope
ears.
I was gonna say I sure hope they don't do a remake of a movie called Don't Breathe at this time and age, because everybody'd be wearing masks.
It's Super Mega Omnicron 45. No,
2021 is when the second one came out. So,
well, Don't Breathe.
Yeah, Don't Breathe 2.
Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
we're kind of already there.
Yeah.
Scotsman, what were you saying, brother?
No, I was getting the vibe that maybe that director has like sensitive ears. It's like, don't be quiet, quiet place, don't speak, don't breathe, shut up.
Well, he also did. He had some involvement in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 one, but I didn't see that. But The Girl in the Spider's Web was good. I enjoyed that movie.
Stephen Lang is in Tombstone.
Don't
Yes,
breathe. The same
he
Floyd
is.
story.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the one who got away. The cowboy, the douchey one.
Ike Clanton. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Scotsman? I was going to say maybe he was just a big fan of Adamant.
Yes.
Before we go, we'll pull that up. Yeah, he was the really dicky cowboy guy. Hold on. I'll show you. I got it up right now.
I like Adamant. What's wrong with Adamant?
He was this guy.
Okay.
I fucking hated him in the movie, but
that's such a good movie.
Oh
Law
yeah,
don't play around here,
Such a
law
good
dog.
movie.
Yeah. Oh, that
Savvy.
movie was fantastic.
That was Curly Bill, wasn't it?
Was that his name?
Yeah, his name was Curly Bill.
Dude, that movie was excellent.
Wasn't he like Clanton?
Yeah, he's like Clanton.
Yeah, he was
Curly
Clanton.
Bill is the other dude.
Is this dude?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Powers Booth. He played.
Powers Booth. There you
Which
go.
is funny too, man, because you go from this nasty little fucking weasel character to like this guy like worked out like a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said he got up to like 190 pounds or something.
Holy shit! I didn't realize it was the same dude.
Yeah. And I know like he lost weight and then he put some he yo-yos a little bit, but he tries to stay in really good fit shape. Like this guy.
He would have been a really good Cable.
He would have been.
Yeah.
Because they were originally thinking about getting him as Cable.
Yeah.
Until they got Brolin.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get into the Civil War type movies, but he did a really good job playing Pickett in that.
Hmm.
And what was that? Gettysburg.
I've never seen
Okay,
that.
I have
I
to
live
see that.
not far
It's
from
been a
Gettysburg,
while.
and I've never seen it.
Oh shit! But yeah, excellent stuff, man. But yeah. Like I said, we could break down more movie nights and shit too. I'm always down for that stuff. Tombstone was so fucking good. Yes, this was a masterpiece. Everybody was excellent in this film.
You gonna do something, boy? You're gonna stand there and bleed. One of the best lines ever.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, I love when Doc Holliday he came out of the shadows like that. And fucking what's his name was just shitting his pants. I'm your Huckleberry. But when he took the cup and he's like he put it like he's twirling it around like it's his gun.
You know, I heard someone elaborate on that. Huckleberry is kind of like a misstatement of what he was saying there, because when the people who carried caskets, they carried them by the huckle, right, which are the handles of the casket, and they're huckle bearers, right? So he's saying, I can be your undertaker. I can carry you to the grave.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Yes, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicked ass in that movie all the way, man. Hell yeah. But all right, excellent, folks, guys, girls. I hope you all had a blast tonight. We're gonna do some of the sign outs here. So yeah, we'll start with Draven, my buddy. think he
All
was
right.
like the first one in here tonight. So yeah, man, let us know what you got cooking.
All right, so Saturday, November 19th, we'll be watching Full Gear at 7 p.m. Eastern over on my channel. Do the commentary, the real Bat Boy, goddamn. And we'll
Pop again.
what's
We're
that?
live, pal.
Oh god, we're live. But yeah, we'll do the commentary and we'll tell you what we thought of it. Should be good. MJF and John Moxley will have their title match. So we'll see how that goes. And then I do gaming and that over here and on Twitch. So thanks for having me. Always a pleasure. Good streaming with everybody, as always.
Hell yeah, brother. Always a pleasure having you, my friend. I did pull up some screenshots. So if you guys were kind of on the fence, like, yeah, I don't know if it's a horror movie. Straight up a horror movie. This thing was terrifying in a great way. So
even the wood scene is really good.
Oh yeah, it was. This scene was creepy as fuck too.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the shit they did in here. Yeah. Or if again you want horror, straight up horror, this movie's gonna give it to you. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to watch it again. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I only seen it once, and that was when it was in theaters. I seen it in theaters.
I know what I'm gonna upload to the channel next. I'm gonna upload the little clip that says "Wrap it up, B."
All right, brother. All right. But Lasso, always a pleasure having you here. Let the good folks know where they could find you.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. This was a very fun stream. It felt good to be back. I missed you guys and missed you guys in the chat as well. Yeah, I'm back to making content for my channel, which has been fun. And I just uploaded a new video, an unboxing today. It's Pennywise It Chapter 1. And yeah, so there'll be more videos coming. And other than that, I can sometimes be found on Twitter. Haven't really been on too much lately, but I'm there at as at the Lasso of Truth with a 0 and of. So yeah, everybody have a good night.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you for being here. And again, we have missed you. So we're so happy that you are back and glad you had a great time. Everybody, if you have not, yes, we have here. I'm going to be dropping her link out there. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel because it's great stuff. She's going to have more great content. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. The It Chapter 1 figure right there. So yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to hit pause right there because I'm going to show it. Well, I'm going to watch it when we're done here because got to give that love out there for great people. And yes, Trina, you are fantastic. Always a pleasure having you here.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
We got Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective.
I'm assimilating you all right now. Don't say a word. Just let it happen. We are infesting your minds right now. You don't even realize it. Give us money for lettuce and carrots, you bastards. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's just me, your resident neighborhood asshole guinea pig, doing what I do best, putting up shorts, having a lot of fun, showing off the things that I enjoy. Unlike the other people that just want to do the hate channel shit, I just like to do what I have fun with. And, you know, that's what it should always be about first. Having fun. So I'm still having fun with the battle bots, still having fun showing off some of the figures and toys that I've been picking up. I got a few more reviews. I did find some more pieces for Devastator, so I'm only one Constructicon bot shy from being able to show that off with that new Tonkinator figure. That one's going to be a blast. Megatron is coming up next with the Baroness figure. I'm going to be doing a review on that. I'm going to try to do full reviews on both of them and see if I can upload them as actually full review videos on the channel because I think they deserve that much love because they look so tremendously well done. I am so impressed with the way they did them. I'm going to have surprises coming up for some of the horror figures as we're getting too close to Halloween for my pleasure to be able to start getting this stuff done the way I want to do it. But there's going to be a few more, including the It figure, the real It figure, not that remake garbage. No, I'm just joking. Tim Curry's always going to be Pennywise. But no, I got that one, and that figure is tremendous. I mean, Vinny will testify to this, and so will Trina, that NECA and some of these other companies have just been knocking it out of the park with these figures that they've been releasing. So, guys, I mean, if you're a collector and you're looking for that stuff right now, I would say NECA right now is the company to look to for some of this incredible stuff that they're putting out. So remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent, and the guinea pigs will get you. Week. Later, y'all.
Week. Thank you, brother. And yes, definitely, NEC has been kicking it up. Their ultimate figures are so fucking good. So yeah, that both Pennywises are great. I've only seen the Tim Curry one once or twice, and I'm kicking myself in the ass I never got him because he is a really cool piece. But hey, you know who's really cool? We got Scotsman here, brother. Let the good folks know where they can find you.
Good Lord, how do I follow that cord chewing, roughage destroying guinea pig collective? That's pretty difficult. But yes, I am Scotsman TV. You can follow me at Scotsman TV literally everywhere. I'm trying to build my Rumble channel, so if you wouldn't mind, rumble.com/Scotsman TV. Throw me a sub there so we can stop giving money to places that hate us, such as YouTube. So, follow me on Twitter. I am currently coloring some Planet 69 for Simon Simpotier, and also working on my own manga, which is slowly but surely coming along. So, stay tuned for art updates out there in the Twitterverse, and love to see you out there. Thanks for having me, Vinny.
Dude, always a pleasure. I'm happy you were able to come in. We've been missing you too, bro. It's always a blast having you here because I love your views on things too. A very smart dude on top of everything else, but a great friend. So hell yeah, man.
You're making me blush.
Dude, I'm looking forward to Hero. So yeah, folks, get ready for all that great stuff. Scotsman's awesome person. Go support him. Yeah, man. And yeah, we're all gonna be, I think we're all gonna be end up jumping in a fucking Rumble at some point soon. But yes, in the meantime, too, if you guys want some excellent quality books that, again, there's no wait. So you want this book ordered tonight, I will put it in the mail tomorrow. That's how fast this works. Shot of the Kraken, 52-page, glorious pirate story, supernatural elements to this, too. A very grounded world I wanted to establish for everybody, close to history stuff. You're going to see characters, historical figures in this book as well, but there's a lot of other stuff going on in here. I'm going to be jumping around in some really cool and dark, crazy places. Again, we have this awesome map that's carved into the skull. You're going to have more information about this and kind of what it's leading to and other stuff going on here. It's also coded, so it's not just an easy thing. But I made sure to get this element in there because there's going to be a lot more happening in this story. And it's one of the crucial things that's going to be going on in the overall story. We have violence. We have hot broads. We have amazing leads, great villains. So, yeah, if you want some action adventure, everyone who's gotten this book has given it just amazing fucking praise. So I thank each and every person who does support all the stuff that we've been putting out there. Again, 52 pages that all are like painted like a cover. So I don't know what you guys and girls are waiting for. If you haven't gotten it, please jump on it. Your support means a lot, and it helps me continue to do all this because I want to keep telling more stories. This is issue 1. We're going to have a lot more. I'm planning on doing something bigger with this story as well and with these characters. So I want to see more, but I can't right now about this. We do have Through the Woods. This is a perfect book for Halloween. Ghost story, 100 pages, hardcover, highest quality you're going to get out there as well. So, again, don't sleep on this one. Once they're gone for good. I'm not going back to print on a hardcover book. So, jump on it as quickly as you could. you'll be very happy that you did. And again, you'll see some of my influences here and there. We got a cabin back here. It's not the cabin that you think. Anyway, excellent quality stuff here. Frankie Knows is co-creator, co-writer on this one. And we got City of Venus 2 coming before you know it. I'm getting pages done on that. I got to do some more writing this week. I got to finish up a few freelance gigs first. But yes, City of Venus 2 is coming at you before you know it. So get ready for that. We'll hit the link anyway. So if you guys haven't gotten the first book, still available along with the art books. If you want a post-apocalyptic, fantastic story, hot chicks, action, adventure, you're going to have some really cool sci-fi moments in this thing too. There's a lot I've been playing around with in this story and where we're going to be headed with it. So again, my influences are kind of all over the map, and you're going to see kind of where we're going with this. My books are tied to one another. There are connecting elements. You're not going to see it right away, but there's stuff that's there. Do you have to get everything in order to enjoy the stories? No. If you just want this one, you could get this one. All the books that I end up making, you could just be satisfied with this one. Or same thing with the pirate book. It's just how I'm kind of telling this story. It's very specific. But again, there's overall stuff that you'll see how there's a bigger universe happening here. And some things will have direct connection. So those are going to be a little bit more down the road. But for now, too, if you want some great stuff, you want entertainment, we're building better entertainment here. So support what you could, support what you love. Like Tommy said, we don't just bitch and whine. We actually talk about things that we enjoy, and we're showing you what kind of influence what we're doing. Tommy's working on a fucking book right now, too. Scotsman, can't wait for his. Chris Fisk isn't here tonight, but he's got great projects. Infinitale Chronicles, awesome stuff. Red and Nerium, awesome projects as well. Support the good stuff. Sign up. Bonds 2, I believe the sign up is available, so go do that. You're going to be very happy you did. Everybody who showed up here tonight, thank you so much. Papa Cotton, Runner, another monster, awesome one. Manliness and Motivation, Frankie Knows. Everyone on panel has been jumping in and out of there as well. Thank you. Adega Outlaw. Again, awesome folks. Thank you guys for the super chats as well, the super stickers. William Palmieri, thank you for being here. Parrot Head, Keely Chow. Keep scrolling up here. Nuke, thank you for being here. There's a lot of great people. Some new faces too. So thank you guys and girls for popping in there. Spike 220. If I miss anybody too, again, apologies for all that. I'm trying to do what we could. Tim's Talk, dude. Thank you for being here. Runner, we'll have you on next week. So again, gear up. Watch everything that you want related to Evil Dead, especially the remake too, because I do want to hit some points on that because that was a great fucking movie. Let's see who else I was missing in here. There's a few of them. Again, Tina Bojan, thank you for being here tonight. Hope everything's going well with the family and everything. Nelson the Gentleman, thank you. Carl was also in here tonight. Again, Tony, thank you, brother. I'm so happy he loved the movie too, and he's going to go support it even more. Samba Go-Go. Scrolling. Decepticons Cave of Villains. Thank you, brother. And yeah, dude, I put up a short just the other day of a Decepticon, Motor Master. So there you go, man. Always showing love to the Decepticons. Let me see. Still going up here. Almost done, folks. Soul Assassin, Tree Rock Creations. Thank you, guys. And I know a lot of people were in and out as well. Jason, Unhinged, great dude. Yeah, man, thank you for popping in here tonight as well. More 357. That was a newer name as well. Thank you for being here. Great folks. I think I hit most of everybody. Fun University. Thank you for being in here. And if I did miss you, my apologies. But everybody, thank you 100 times over. Everybody, please have a great night. Oh shit, Tommy. Yeah, sorry. All right. Well, we'll go out on. We'll do a shorter one. We'll go out on Blade again. Everyone, have a fantastic night.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.